How we doing, everybody? I believe we are live. I'll know in a second on the chart. UFC Denver, well underway. Right now we have Rodriguez taking on Julian Erosa. Let's have a look. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Just mute that. Okay. How we doing, everyone? Didn't see all of the prelims. Saw the last couple. I saw Cody Brundage and Razak Alhassan. Muscle Milk Mike is in the building. That is correct. Terry Bailey. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me put another little retweet out just to say officially, we're live, everybody. Try and get a bit of traffic going. Let's have a look. Just type live now. Boom. Done. Okay. So, crazy day. Donald Trump assassinated. Well, an attempted assassination. Absolutely insane. Couldn't believe it. Where was I? Went down to an antique store with Rebecca and Lucas. Bought a few pictures and whatnot. And then we sat at Wood Ranch. Lovely little barbecue place right by my house. Sit down. Rebecca goes, look at this on social media. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, he's okay. The guy that didn't, I don't know if you've seen that video. I don't know if you saw that video about a guy who had like a sun hat on with fake Trump hair. And he's like, yeah, I saw the guy. And they said, what happened to him? He said, oh, he got his head blown off. And the guy, it was from BBC or something. The guy's like, oh, careful, don't say that. You don't know who's watching. He's like, well, that's what happened. He got his head blown off. Yeah, and rightly goddamn so. Anyway, Juicy J, Julian Erosa. Looking okay here. Let's have a look at the fight card here. So far, didn't want to do the whole thing, but this is what we've got so far on the fight card. Let me just slide this over here. Made that a little smaller. There we go. Julian Erosa versus Christian Rodriguez. Erosa's normally very fun to watch. Got a good style, good well-rounded skills. Christian Rodriguez. I haven't done my research on Christian just yet. Oh, nice right, I think it was. From Juicy J going in. 1-2 uppercut. Rodriguez fires back. Cheers, everybody. That's why I was like 2 minutes late. I was just grabbing a quick beer. Definitely drinking less booze these days. You know, I was supposed to do an acting thing later in the year. So I was getting all slim for that. And then that's been postponed to much later in the year. So I was like, bollocks to it. And everything went out the window. So anyway, I'm trying to get back on track. But it's Saturday night. The fights are on. We're going live. Dirty Brucey says, cheers. Cheers to you also, Dirty Brucey. So, what do we think in the main event? Rose Namajunas taking on Tracy Cortez, right? That seems weird. Yeah, Tracy Cortez. I don't know why that sounded weird. Tracy Cortez, yeah. Who chopped her hair off. Oh, look at this. Juicy J is on top, taking the back. Yeah, Cortez chopped her hair off at the weigh-ins. And a lot of people are saying, and rightly so, I totally get it, saying fair play to her, you know, willing to do whatever it takes to make weight, you know. And she did. She did do whatever it took. Fair play. And I'm not hating on her. But maybe just sweat a little bit more. Maybe go for a run. Do you know, that would have been doing everything she could. Fair play, she did what she had to last minute. So well done to her. Thanks for the stream, Mike. You are great company. Well, Yevyen, Jan. Wow, that's a tough name, mate. Yevyen, Yanyashine. Yevyen Yanyashine. Thanks to you too, bud. Thanks for spending your Saturday night with me. Sex Pistols, never mind the bollocks blokes. Okay, Joe. Wish Macy could have made the walk this weekend. Yeah, I was excited for Macy. Oh, what happened there? I was too busy chatting. Erosa looks like he got a submission. Let's have a look. I think it was it looked like an armbar or something like that. He was on his back. Could have been a triangle. God bless the man with the God complex. All right, Love Fist. It's not a God complex. We're all entitled to our beliefs, mate. I was raised as a Catholic and I have respect, you know, but we all believe what we believe, don't we? What happened in the Alhassan fight? I'm not too sure, guys, because I was just doing my last minute setups You know what I mean? Hold on, let's have a look. There's a body kick from Rodriguez. Catches him, kind of stumbles him down to the ground. I saw this a second ago. He kind of takes the back. Now he's firmly on his back. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a guillotine. Gets the guillotine. He's got it locked in. And there it is, guillotine. Got him. Oh, goddamn. It's an annoying way to lose a fight, a guillotine. I've only lost one via guillotine. That was to Luke Rockhold. A one-armed mounted guillotine, just to make it a little bit worse, just to really, dig the nail in. But, yeah, because it's such a basic submission. It really is just so basic. Like, you could teach whoever you're sat with right now, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever it is, like, you could just show them how to do it. Granted, doing it at a high level over a good opponent is much, much more different. It's a lot more technical as well. Certainly when you start talking about one-legged, half-guard guillotines, you've got to be on your side and all the rest of it. But it is such a basic submission that when you lose to it via that, it's bloody annoying, How's my evening, RB? So far, so good, mate. I had a nice day, nice and chilled. Thank you, Mike. Antonio Mobile says, thank you, Mike. In Spain, they're not giving us the English commentators, and we only have people that don't know anything of the UFC or the MMA. Thank you. Well, don't worry. Antonio, I've got you covered, brother. I have got you covered. Poirier's going to slap you for saying that. For saying what, Joe? What did I say? Big fan of Poirier. Oh, you're talking about the guillotine. Yeah, Bisping, what's your secret in having that luscious and sexy hair at your age? Well, thank you very much, Jay. The secret, I don't know. I guess I'm just blessed. I guess it's just God's plan, I'm not sure. Some people, like, oh, God bless him, my son, Callum, he's receding big time. Right now, he's only 23. My dad... even though he shaves his head a lot now, he's still got a pretty good head of hair. So maybe it's the genes, but my genes didn't go down to Callum because, as I say, he's receding like a mother effer. That's for damn sure. Same as Paul Craig's secret for his beard. Oh, Terry Bailey, the juice. The juices are flowing. Cheers, Mike. Love from Anchorage, Alaska. Rebecca will be joining shortly. We see a few people asking for Rebecca. She'll be coming shortly. Look at Paul Felder. By the way, Paul Felder, absolute professional, brilliant at his job, amazing human being. Paul Felder's the man. He really is. But he is getting skinnier and skinnier. He is getting skinnier. It's all the triathlon stuff. He runs, he bikes, he swims, he does it all. It looks like he's wearing DC's suit. Felder's too so skinny. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, Robert G. He's getting lean. But you know what? You'd rather be lean and skinny than fat and overweight and out of shape. I would 100%. Put a few pounds on lately. As I said, I was going hardcore on the dieting and whatnot for a role I had, and that got pushed back, and then everything went out the window. I'm like, I'm not doing it till November. I'm good. So, you got to enjoy yourself a little bit. But anyway, as a skinny fat guy, I agree. Skinny fat, yeah, that's not a good combo, is it? The old skinny fat. Fight Night would hit different with Bisping out there. Well, thank you very much. I'll take that as a compliment, I assume. But, yeah, thank you. So well done to Julian Erosa. Gets the stoppage there. What's been the fight of the night so far for you guys? As I say, I haven't seen them all. I came back, I took a little nap. I've been having a lot of neck problems lately. And if I take a little nap, have a little lie down, it kind of takes the tension off the neck. So I missed a few of the prelims. In fact, I missed them all. I saw Charles Johnson beat Joshua Van. I saw Jasmine Jasdavicius getting interviewed by Paul Felder. But other than that, I didn't see him. So Andrei Petrovsky defeated Josh Fremd. In fact, let's just do this. Evan Elder beat Darius Flowers. Luana Santos. I've been seeing a lot of videos of Luana Santos twerking all over my timeline. Montel Jackson got the job done. Oh, knocked out Damon Blackshear. 18 seconds. Wow. That sucks for Blackshear. It does. I mean, well done to Montel Jackson. But you go out there, you do a whole training camp. You know, you make all the sacrifices and all that type of stuff. And training for an MMA fight is hard. You know, and then you go out there and you get sparked after 18 seconds. That's just, it makes it even worse, you know. It's like, should I have even bothered? Should I even have bothered doing all of that hard work, getting up at 5 a.m. and doing the training camp and all the rest of it? The answer is yes, you should have bothered because you made your best effort. You know, you did what you could. And then, of course, any work that you did in that one training camp, that will parlay to the next fight. So, oh, thank you, Terry. So it was a clean 1-2 down the pipe. Connor, Mike, do a John Fury. No man alive should be losing a fight in 18 seconds. Do you know what I mean? Papa Doris, 199. Thank you, Papa. Babe, will you turn bloody air conditioning on? I'm bloody sweating. Babe, I'm sweating my balls off. Bloody hell, it's like a volcano in here. They tried to kill DJT. You see, they tried to kill DJT. Then, Donald J. Trump, yeah. I saw somebody giving Trump a shout out on Twitter earlier, and the crowd went mad for him. The crowd went mad. And it's unbelievable. I've seen all the conspiracy theories already. People saying, oh, it looked like a fake and stuff like that. 2 people died. The guy got his head blown off. And then it looks like, I don't know all the details, I haven't been consuming too much, but from a quick glance at social media, an innocent member of the public, it seems that was caught in the crossfire. So that's an absolute shame. Tell you what's a shame, I've still got the bloody fight card on here. Sorry guys, you want to see me in all my glory. And this, you know, this luscious head of hair that you said I've got. No man alive wants to watch that, did he not? Wilson won. No way fake. No, it wasn't fake. How the hell was it fake? The bullet hit his ear, for crying out loud. That is a lucky man right there. Although I will say this, your loudest Rebecca. Adam, babe, I gotta do it. Rebecca! Thanks, Adam. You've been a member for 23 months. Got to do some member videos this week. I say it all the time, but I'm going to. Why did the Secret Service stand him up? Why did they stand him up straight away? Jeez Louise, he should have been off that stage. He should have been covered. They should have dragged him down to the ground, not stand him up in the crowd for everyone to see. And then fair play to Trump, he gave it one of these to the people, you know. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There is some crazy, sick people out there. Certainly in this day and age, man, people, you gotta watch yourself. You gotta be careful, you know. And granted, you know, I see a lot of madness on Twitter. X is what it's called. Even Elon Musk is saying, shall I change it back to Twitter? Yes, he should. And that's why, because no one's calling it X. Who calls it X? Jay, the answer to your question, which I will not read out loud, is yes, I do. I still wake up. You have to do dirty things to be a member. Member of what, Ed? I don't know what you're talking about. Bad security. Yeah, it certainly seems like it. The security did not do a great job there. And then somebody with like a Trump effigy hat on again was saying that they saw the guy with the gun. They saw him way before they started shooting him. It was the same guy talking to BBC and saying that they saw him get his head blown off. They said they saw the guy with a rifle, but no one acted on it. It's just insane. I wasn't there. I don't know. You can't believe everything that you see on Twitter or X or on the news. Certainly not on the news these days. My God, it is just utter bullshit and horse shit. Anyway, we've got the adverts on right now. US Bank is currently being advertised to me. So I'll just keep answering some questions until the next fight starts, which is going to be, this will be a good one. Gabriel Bonfim versus Ange Loosa. Bonfim, very, very good. Had a crazy rise, him and his brother, Ange Loosa, fighting out of Paris. Great striker, decent takedown defense. That'll be a good fight. Papadar says, coolest one-eyed guy I know. Well, thank you, Papadar. I'll take it. I mean, the reality is, how many one-eyed guys do you know? Probably not many. So it's not hard to win that competition, but still. Yes, 8-man 33 was going to be a new movie role. Still going ahead by all accounts, but not until later this year. Talking of which, by the way, Red Sonja will be getting released soon. So your boy's in that. Got a big little part. So keep an eye out. Stay tuned. Anyway, did I see DC and Kamaru's video on Alex Pereira's pound-for-pound ranking? Who do I agree with? Popcorn Analyst, that is a great question, which I'll be happy to answer. And it's a good discussion part because Kamaru Usman was essentially saying that Alex Pereira shouldn't be as high as what he is in the pound-for-pound rankings because stylistically, he's not a great grappler. He doesn't have amazing takedown defense. He's not a high-level jiu-jitsu guy. And there was other people on the roster that if they were his size would be able to beat him. Essentially, that's what Kamaru was saying. DC said, well, hold on a minute. The guy's winning. The guy's stepping up on short notice and beating people, winning championships. I've got to say, I agree with DC. You can't hate on Alex Pereira. He's only beating the people in front of him. And by the way, these are the people at the top of the division. Yuri Prochazka, a former champion, a man that beat Glover Teixeira. Yuri Prochazka's no easy man to defeat. And to knock him out the way that he did was absolutely ridiculous. Who else do we have? He's beaten some very, very good competition. Jamal Hill, people like that. So I agree with DC. But the real test for Alex Pereira that's coming up, I believe, will be Magomed Ankalaev. And by the way, speaking of which, here's another reason why I respect Alex Pereira. Because anytime somebody becomes a champion, of course they want to step up to the next weight class and challenge the champion there. Because there's no risk. Your belt is safe. You get the opportunity to become a legend and a two-weight champion, and you fight with no fear because you've got nothing to lose. But he's not talking about that. He's not talking... People have asked him about going to heavyweight. They've asked him about John Jones. They've asked him about Tom Aspinall. He said he's not interested in Tom Aspinall right now because he's not the champ. And to be honest, he's not interested in heavyweight at all. And you got to respect that. He said, I've got work to do in my division. And I love that because all too often we see people talking about, I want to be a two-weight division champ when they've still got a ton of contenders. So well done to Alex Pereira for saying that. All right, Yuri couldn't keep him down. He couldn't keep himself up though either, could he? And I love Yuri. Yuri's the man. Do you know if the BWM Pod live in Manchester is definitely happening? Terry, it's not happening. We're not doing a live podcast. I've got too much on that week. Whenever I come back to England, I have a lot of responsibilities for the UFC, of course. Commentating, weigh-ins, TNT sports stuff. I was asked to do the Fight Disciples. They're having a live thing. And I've got to put my role as a commentator first. I have kind of a sensitive voice. If I go out there and start bloody getting rowdy with people and having a couple of drinks and shit like that, I don't want to rock up on Saturday night with a real croaky, hoarse voice. So I'll be having a quiet one. I'll probably go and have a steak with my old man and be nice and rested for the event. To stay up till 6 in the morning and get straight on a plane. Alfie Kennedy. Thank you, Alfie, by the way. Very kind of you. Love you, Mike. How excited are you for UFC Manchester and seeing Tom, Paddy, Arnold, and all the other English fighters? I can't wait for it. Same here, mate. Same here. I am extremely excited, Alfie. It's a big night for British MMA, of course. Anytime the UFC comes to the UK, it's a big night for British MMA. But this is different. We've got two champions. Granted, Tom's an interim champ, but still, without getting too technical on it, we've got two champions competing, unbelievable, and some tremendous fights. Bobby Green, Paddy Pimblett, excited for that one. That's going to be a banger. All in all, Mohamed Makayev going up against Manel Karp. That's going to be great. Adam says, is that a pint of wife beater or a Sapporo? Well, it's a pint of wife beater. Got a little bar in the back garden for the barbecue. We've got a crate of Stella right now. Not a crate, a barrel. What do you call it? A keg. We've got a keg. Potan, $2. Thank you. Would Holloway or Ilya win if they fight? Well, Potan, that is the fight to make, isn't it? That is definitely the fight to make. I see a lot of people getting a little frustrated why that fight hasn't been announced yet, because with respect to Volkanovski, Max Holloway has emerged as the next contender with that incredible performance that he had against Justin Gaethje. So that fight has to happen. Who would win? I mean, you've probably got to go with Ilya, just based upon MMA math. But MMA math doesn't work. But Ilya starched Volkanovski. Holloway lost to Volkanovski 3 times. Close fights, but still lost. Third one was kind of a shutout for Volkanovski. So when you look at it like that, you got to say Ilya. But when you saw Holloway, the way that he fought Justin Gaethje, you'd be a madman. No man alive should bet against Max Holloway. Right. Vince says, with Chandler and Poirier going at it, the biggest FU Poirier could do is steal the Conor fight from him. Imagine the scenes from Chandler. You are a bad man, Vince, but that would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Oh, God, that would be. Poor old Chandler. I did like the response from Dustin Poirier. He said, what do you mean, we? What do you mean, what is this we shit? You've got one win in the UFC. That was a nice little put down. Anyway, got some more super chats here. Let's have a look. Leonard P. Will there ever be a non-Polish English champ? I've got Polish ancestors, of course, and which I'm very proud of. I also have an Irish mother and tons of Irish family, which I'm very proud of. But I represent the UK, baby. Tom Aspinall, I don't think he has Polish ancestors or roots, but he's married to a Polish woman. So there's definitely a Polish, a Polish path to claiming him. Ben's sister Undies, thank you very much. All right, here we go. Gabriel Bonfim making the walk. Let me just remind myself about Gabriel Bonfim here. Paste. I'll give you guys a little look here. See, oh, that is not what you guys want to see. Gabriel Bonfim. Boom. Hold on, let's have a look at his topology. Just to remind myself who we last fought. Who was it? 15-1. Right, so this isn't his brother that just lost. Oh, he lost to Nicholas Dolby. Yeah, that's right. That was the last time. Nicholas Dolby. Unbelievable performance. Beat Trevor Giles, Munir, Lazez, Trey Waters. So this is a big one for Gabriel Bonfim. Yeah. Because him and his brother came to the UFC with a tremendous amount of hype, and rightly so. Unbelievable performances to start their UFC run. His brother hasn't fared quite as well, but he lost to Dolby. But that would be a learning curve. I commentated that fight. Bonfim went out there, give him a good hiding to start the fight, but Dolby, tons of experience and massively underrated. This guy, Ange Loosa, look at the size of him, man. He is ripped. No matter what I do, I work my ass off. I run 3 miles in the morning. I lift weights nearly every day. I don't look anything like that. Even when I was competing as an athlete, as a professional mixed martial artist, didn't have that kind of physique. Fave fight that you've ever commentated, if I had to pick a war, Adam Rogers. Yeah. Tough one to answer, mate. Tough one to answer, Adam. I do recall, it's coming to my mind for some reason, Dustin Poirier versus Dan Hooker. That one was fantastic. That was a great fight. But I've been very lucky. I've commentated a lot of fights. I'm only here to see Donald J. Trump walk out with Dana White like an effing boss. Well unresolved. If you want to see it here, you ain't going to see it. Maybe if you went to Denver, you wouldn't see it there either. Donald Trump is probably, he's fine now, but Dana White's in Italy. I saw his little Instagram post earlier on saying how disgusted he was. Look at this, Ange Loosa in on the single leg. Interesting strategy. Bonfim has got really good jiu-jitsu. And Ange Loosa right now gets the single leg, picks him up, slams him down. Bonfim gets right back to the feet. The point I'm making is that Loosa is going to waste a lot of energy unless this takedown pays off. And even if he does get him down, that's a dangerous place to be. It's a dangerous place to be. Bonfim's slick on the ground. And Ange Loosa's chasing that takedown. And Bonfim's back to the feet. So there you go. Anyway, still early doors, 1 minute in. When Dana retires, will he be oiled up? I don't know, mate. Michael Bisping, have I seen the movie The Count of Monte Cristo? Amazing. Do you know what? I haven't. I haven't read the book either. I will watch the movie. Oh, nice knees from Bonfim. Loosa just got out of the way of that one. Falls back. Oh, more knees from Bonfim. Look at these. Vicious knee attack, like a Michael Bisping in his prime at UFC 83. Charles, what was his name? Who did a beat? What was his name? Charles something. Bisping or Rose? Bisping, Rose or Tracy? Who's going to win? I'd say Rose Namajunas. I think Rose Namajunas, she's got more experience. She's fought way better competition. She's been at the highest level. I think she has the ability to stop the takedowns from Tracy Cortez. If she can do that, it should be a relatively easy night for her. But hey, you know, everyone has the moment. Should we have a look on Twitter, see what's going on? There's always some madness on here. Always some madness. Boom. Oh, there he is. Let's have a look. Should we go to my mentions and see what you lot are saying, you dickheads? I don't even know you do that. How do you do that? Never mind that. I'll go back to the fight card. Jeez Louise. The fact my dumbest message was read is embarrassing. Well, Body Bonds, don't worry about it, buddy. Don't worry about it. Ange Loosa doing pretty good here. Bonfim in the turtle position and Ange Loosa just hammering away. Don't worry, we'll get Rebecca out here soon. A lot of people asking for that, but she's coming. Do I need those glasses? Ian Underhill. Yes, I do, mate. Because I keep getting the wrong prescription prescribed for my contact lenses. Without my glasses on, it's tough to see. Very, very tough to see. And the contact lenses that I've got right now, they're the wrong prescription. I've had a bloody nightmare with the opticians, driving me crazy, to be honest. So there you go. The answer is yes, mate. They're not for fashion. Do you think I'd choose these? Yes, correct, Bailey. No, you're saying it is a fashion statement. It's not much of a statement, is it? It's bloody boiling in here. Rebecca! It's hot. She won't turn the bloody AC down enough. I'm sweating my balls off here. It is? All right, she says it's on 71 degrees. Embrace your monocle, Bisping. It's your destiny. Well, I would. I would embrace the monocle. The problem is, have you ever tried putting a monocle in? It's not bloody easy. It is hard. They don't stay in very well. They do not stay in. You got to use your eye muscles or your eyebrow and your cheek to kind of hold it. Because I didn't want to do it for a laugh. Rebecca, 71 is too hot. 68 or bust. Let's go, Dave Sandine. Dave Sandine. Chips or fries? I'll be honest, I say fries. I do say fries these days. I've lived out here for far too long. Loosa is not bothered about going to the ground with this guy. Bonfim just jumped the gilly. Dustin Poirier would be proud. Loosa's a really good kickboxer. I'm surprised to see Bonfim though getting the better of that exchange. Right, Paulie says, train with Red at Matamoros gym when you fought him. I'm assuming you're talking about Eric Red Schaefer. I knew how that was going to go. Tough watch. He's a good dude. I always dig the watch party. Thank you, Paulie. Quadruple 7. Shout out Eric Red Schaefer, my first opponent in the UFC 66. MGM Grand, 2006, 30th of December. Yeah. He had me for a second. He had me in a good little rear naked choke. So I stood up. He was on my back. He stood up. So I was standing with him on my back, kind of like a backpack. And I leaned forward and he was kind of falling off the top. But he wasn't doing because he adjusted his legs. So I jumped up in the air off my feet, boom, and spiked him on his head. And that was kind of like the beginning of the end for him. And I always get frustrated when I see other people that have somebody on their back trying to choke them out and they're standing up. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. But no one does it. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a private thing about business. Can't read that out to you. Just got home to see Silva versus Dober. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. They're not. I'm just drunk. I'm just too drunk to understand the fight. 5 a.m. here. Greetings from Italy. All right, well, buongiorno. Pretty impressive. You can remember the dates of fights like you do. Is it really? I can't remember them all. I think I remember that one because, I don't know, it was before Christmas. It was my first fight, maybe. So let's have a look. What do you think, round one? I think it was Loosa. I was too busy talking to you guys to pay close attention, but it certainly looked like Loosa. You ever had a wrist injury? Look at that. Wiseman BJJ91. Look at that shit. I've got to get surgery on this. It's a bloody nightmare. Bloody hurts like hell. Everything hurts these days. But the problem is if they can do a surgery to fix it, but I'll lose about 30% of stability in my hand, in my wrist. And they said at my age, that it could be problematic. So I'm just going to put it off and deal with bloody pain. It is what it is. So Loosa is kind of getting... He's on the losing end of these striking exchanges here. Bonfim looking slick. Bonfim has had a problem though. As the fights go long, he has got tired. Not saying that that's why he lost to Nicholas Dolby. Dolby was tremendous. Tremendous. But Bonfim looking good on the feet here. Not moving his head too much. Always got to move that head off the centre line. Colby in shambles right now. Can someone check on him? Hey, he's okay. Donald Trump is okay. That's the main thing, you know. I mean, what kind of goddamn madman? Love your shows, Mike, from Cornwall, UK. Thanks, Steve Davis. Hope you're well, mate. Colby is the one who took out Trump's shooter. Oh, could you imagine? Oh, he would love that. He would love that. He would chop his dick off to be the man that took him down. But, hey, at least someone took him down. 2 gangsters to die young. Goddamn right I am. Terry Bailey. A lot of people are gassing tonight. Well... Elevation, mate, as you say. Denver, Colorado. I'm not sure exactly what the elevation is, but hold on, what's this? What's your stance on dirty fight? Oh, sorry, dirty fighting. I saw stance and I saw dirty fighting. I thought you were saying, what's your stance on the movie Dirty Dancing? Hits after the bell, hair pulling, etc. Jasmine J is all about it and I effing love it. Well, you got to stick to the rules. You got to stick to the rules. Elevation in Colorado. Let's have a look. Just so you guys can see. That's pretty high. 6,791 feet above sea level. 6,800. That'll gas you out pretty quick. But to be honest, it's the fighter's fault if they don't prepare for it. And it seems like I'm always... unsympathetic, and of course there is a reason to be sympathetic if they get tired because they're fighting at elevation. But as soon as you know that you're fighting at elevation, you've got to do something to prepare for that, whether it's go and train in elevation, get a hyperbaric chamber, or you know, my advice would be you're gonna have to go do your camp somewhere high, you know, because that will get you ready for it, or maybe go out to Colorado 2 weeks before the fight. That's the simplest one. Go to Colorado 2 weeks before the fight. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to make those sacrifices? Bonfim just landed a nice uppercut and a knee there to the stomach. Karate Kid says, do I want to go and do karate in the garage? I was doing a bit of karate in the garage last night with Lucas, as it happens. Taking him on the pads, showed him a few things. He loves training, and I love that he loves it. I really do. Do I like the BBC? No, I do not, Roberto Kennedy. No, I do not. I think they're absolutely full of shit. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Okay, who's headlining? Rose NAMAJUNAS, mate. Thug Rose. So these guys now are just trading on the feet. Now, Bonfim did a good job of stepping those takedowns. And that's what Ange Loosa should have done initially. He wasted a lot of energy trying to get those takedowns. And as we were just discussing, at elevation, that's not a wise use of your cardiovascular capabilities. TV tax is the worst. I know it's utter horseshit. For those people that don't know, you're going to pay a TV license in the UK. And that's only for the BBC. Even if you don't watch the BBC, you've got to pay a tax for the BBC. And the BBC's a lot of shit. Yeah, they've got a few good shows on there. You know, they've done a few good series and whatnot, but it's ridiculous. Did I talk to Rampage at the Masvidal versus Diaz fight last week? I did, Karate Kid. We had a good catch-up. Rampage and I used to be training partners for a good few years. He actually moved out to... And it was actually when I was training at Elevation in Big Bear that I met Rampage. I was training for a fight against Matt Hamill. He was training for Dan Henderson. I went and joined his team. And then he came back to the UK and finished off his camp. And ended up joining the team. And we had a few good years. And then I left that team because I was getting ripped off and they were stealing sponsorship money. And lots and lots and lots of other shit. They were ripping me off big time. So I left that team and I just coached it. No, as soon as I left, I was booked to coach the Ultimate Fighter. So I went out to America, coached the Ultimate Fighter there. I didn't take any of my coaches from the team that I was with because I'd left that team. So I got a few people that I knew in America to come and help me coach. Hit it off big time. Shortly after that, I moved out to America because I had fights to train for. But Rampage, I was getting ripped off, so I left. And those were saying to... They obviously poisoned his mind, but whatever. And they ended up ripping off Rampage as well. Big time. Really worse than they did me. So my thoughts are with Rampage. So we didn't speak for a long time. But I saw him last week. We had a good hug. We had a little chat. We were talking about getting on a podcast together. And, airing it all out. But not our dirty laundry. That's the only thing. I don't want to talk about shit like that on a podcast. Cruz is one of the best commentators. Way better than DC. Well, horses for courses. Pointy side down. Cruz is very good. DC is very good. Speaking of Rampage, when am I appearing on the Jackson pod? Well, that's what we talked about last week. I'm not against it. I'm just bloody busy, mate. Very, very busy. Off to Manchester next week. Then what? I come back, I'll be home for a day. Then we're going to go on holiday to Maui. Oh, shit. Bonfim looking good here. Nice, crisp, straight right hands from Bonfim. Beautiful Thai boxing as well. Yeah, very nice. Do I see Mike Oxmall versus Alexa Grasso get announced for UFC 306? I can't say I did see that one, mate. That's not true, Steve Gardner. He says DC just copies whatever me or Rogan say. My God, I didn't see the me bit. I thought you said Rogan. He doesn't copy anything what I say. What are you talking about? He does not copy what I say. I don't think he copies what DC says either. DC has got enough knowledge to have plenty of his own opinions. He certainly does not need to copy me, and he doesn't need to copy Joe Rogan. So there you go. Mike, what's your thought on the Godfather films? Great films. Enjoyed them very much. First one was a classic. I haven't seen 2 and 3. I have seen them, but I haven't seen them for a long time. I rewatched The Godfather. Oh, Ange Loosa going at it here now. I love those knees that he uses up the middle. Now he's going for a takedown. Ange Loosa looking really tired, as I said. That elevation now taking its toll. Been a fun fight, though, to watch. What is it next? It is next, I believe, Drew Dober, Jean Silva. Tough one to call that. Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Muslim Salikhov. I'll probably go with Santiago Ponzinibbio. I think Salikhov is slowing down a bit. Rose Namajunas, I think she'll take it in the main event. Mike, let's do a Las Vegas Raiders game. All right, I'm down. Let's go. Get Lewis back for an episode. Tell a story about you and Lewis. Adam Rogers. Yeah, I mean, shouts out to Lewis. Fair play to him. We just, that kind of ran its course. Do I drink beer? I'm drinking a beer currently, mate. Drinking a beer currently, Alan. Thumbs up for the Lewis question. A story about me and Lewis. I don't know if I can remember one off the top of my head, and if I could, they wouldn't be fit for camera. Drew Dober's jawline has muscles. Oh, it really does. It does. I mean, fair play. Let's have a look at him. He has got some chiseled cheeks. Images. What did they call them? Dimples. He's got those dimples in his face for sure. Anyway. Where was I? Let's get rid of Drew Dober. Might look a bit funny. Do I have any funny Rebecca stories? Rebecca! I don't know. I mean, I do. There's that many, I can't think of them right now. Bonfim taking over here by the looks of it. Loosa still dangerous, still moving his head, still slipping shots, still pushing the action. So that's good, but seems to be a fair bit of the power taken from the shots, but Bonfim let him rip with a nice combination there. Great Muay Thai from Bonfim. I'd like to see a bit more footwork. I'd like to see a bit more boxing-style footwork, if I'm honest. Did I go to Bunnings whilst in Australia? I don't know, mate. I don't know where Bunnings is or what Bunnings is. Do I think Khamzat will ever fight again? I hope so. Khamzat's great to watch. Fantastic to watch. But he's struggled lately, hasn't he? Getting to the octagon. Have I seen fighters lose in street fights? I don't think I have. I mean, there's a famous story, isn't there? I wasn't there, about Tito Ortiz and Lee Murray and Chuck Liddell and a big fight that happened in London years ago for UFC 38. I wasn't there. I've obviously, when I was a kid, been involved in more fights, street fights, that I'm proud of. But I've never been in a street fight with any fighters or saw them, or fighters have street fights. So, sadly, that is, that's that. Why did I bash that wombat in Australia? What wombat? Long story short, Tito got slept. Apparently so, that's what they say. A friend of mine was there. He said he saw it firsthand. Good friend of mine said he saw it. Any real street fights, anything like the game Street Fighter, or is it misleading? Well, Roberto Kennedy, most people that are partaking in street fights aren't necessarily, you know, good street fighters. A lot of the time, they're just idiots that are trying to act tough. You know, not always. Sometimes you do get a few people that can actually fight. But yeah, there's no Hadoukens. There's certainly no, you know, spinning bird kicks. Mike, I'm from Widnes. Mental scene photos of you and Rampage at the gym in Widnes. Do you remember the name of the gym? I think it was Wolfslayer. It was Campbell. That is the name. Do you and Rebecca have any kangaroos? Does Rebecca have any kangaroos in her family? A kangaroo would be a marsupial. Human beings are primates. Evolved from monkeys. No, apes. Great apes. I don't think they're necessarily, you know, breedable. Although I'd like to see it. Thoughts on Bradley Martin thinking he can beat a professional fighter just because he's 260? I don't think he really thinks that. I really don't. Can I do a fucking Scouse accent, JP? No, what is la? Stop by from the Gurus channel to see what's up with the soy boys. All right, Barry McCochina. Dick's enormous fight is going to be crazy. It is. It is. Cody Brundage, did he quit? I didn't see it, mate. I did not see it. So, well, Cody Brundage is a great guy. He's had some tough results lately, hasn't he? Let's just have a look at his record. Just remind myself. He's very talented, though. Cody Brundage is really, really talented. Don't let the record fool you. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's very spotty lately, sadly. So no contest to Abdul. Lost to Bo Nickel. That was a tough one. 2 wins. And then lost to Cedricus Dumas, Rodolfo Vieira, Michal Oleszejczuk. They're not big names, but they're not easy guys to beat or to fight. Rodolfo Vieira is a monster, as you know. Anyway, so Bonfim got the job done. Bonfim with the decision. JP, just oil up and find me at 185, Bisping. All right, swing by. Pop round. Did I ever meet up with Derek Lewis and have a beer post-show in St. Louis? You know what? I didn't. And it wasn't because I didn't meet up with him. What did I do in St. Louis afterwards? I don't think I did anything. St. Louis, what did we do? I just didn't see him. I just didn't see him. It wasn't like I avoided him. I would love to go out and have a drink with Derek Lewis. Great guy, fan of the guy. He's absolutely hilarious. He's kind of introverted, to be honest, when you talk to Derek in person. I'm sure once you get to know him properly, he's got a proper sense of humour, but because he's hilarious in the octagon and his interviews and stuff like that. But in terms of going out for a drink with him, no, didn't see him. Mike, check out the movie Hell or High Water. Yeah, I think I've seen bits of that. I don't think I made it all the way through. Would you ever entertain doing a Count Dracula movie? LOL. Christopher Lee style. Bring back British horror. Dude, I'm down for a bloody Christopher Lee horror style movie. Will we see Shara Bullet versus Bisping on the England card? You never know. It could happen. Why do fighters struggle with elevation? Because it's at elevation, Charlie. There's less oxygen in the air, so therefore less oxygen in the blood, so therefore you get tired quicker. It's pretty simple, to be honest. There's less oxygen in the air. Simple as that. Is it oxygen? I said that like I really knew what I was talking about there. But yeah, it's just the elevation. There's less something in the oxygen. Less oxygen, I think, yeah. Anyway, Mike would have been better than Conor in Roadhouse. I haven't seen Roadhouse. Apparently he did a great job. Joe Swanson. Why am I ducking you? The air is thinner. Correct. Which eye is real? You tell me, Nicholas. You tell me. Curtis Blades in attendance. I'm not surprised. Curtis Blades lives in Denver, Colorado, if I'm not mistaken, trains at Elevation Fight Team. And it's actually smart, and there is Curtis Blades on the screen right now. It's actually smart for Curtis Blades to stay there as long as possible. Number one, the elevation, so that will be beneficial to him. And number two, the time zone. The fight's going to be like 6 in the morning. It's going to be on California time. So the later Curtis Blades can stay there, the better for him. Look at that. That was horrible, that seeing Tom wheeled out of the octagon, howling in it, in absolute agony. Because I like Tom a lot. I do. He's a great guy. And when I walked in to interview Curtis, I felt like a real piece of shit, you know. And to see him howling, clutching his leg, and certainly a man that size, you know, it was upsetting, the poor guy. But look at that. He came back in style against Marcin Tybura. That 1-2 that he landed. I don't think people are talking about his striking enough. They talk about the well-rounded ability of Tom Aspinall. Who's that handsome bastard? He just knocked out Sergey Pavlovich. The 1-2 that he dropped Tybura with, unbelievable. Some of the striking that he showed against Volkov. All of his fights, the punch power is... There he is dropping Pavlovich. Beating Pavlovich at his own game. I tell you, Tom's a scary dude because he's very athletic. He's well-rounded. He's been doing jiu-jitsu most of his life. He's very athletic. He's extremely disciplined. Puts the hard work in. He's very grateful for his position and he wants this to last as long as possible. So he works his ass off. And I think we're still just on the come-up for Tom Aspinall. I don't think we're anywhere near the peak of his powers. But Curtis Blades is going to be a tough one for him. Curtis Blades is no walk in the park. If you listen to what John Jones had to say on Twitter, he said he just went back and rewatched the fight between Tom and Curtis. And Curtis was piecing him up. Worse to that effect. It was 15 seconds and he blew his leg out. Curtis was aggressive from the get-go and was throwing a few shots. None that landed particularly flush, if I remember rightly, without watching it again. And then Tom threw a kick and blew his leg out. You know, but Curtis on paper is going to be a tough one because he can wrestle very well. So he might be able to stop the takedowns. He can certainly threaten a takedown against Tom. And it's not like he can't crack either. He's a big, strong dude. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for that fight. I think Curtis Blades is not an easy man to beat. You know, not an easy man to beat at all. Watching the Euro final today. Well, tomorrow, my time, I will be watching it, mate. I will be. Oh, shit, I said I was going to go to the beach. Nice head kick from Tom there as well. And then look at that, the way he slips that shot straight into the double leg takedown. Beautiful stuff. Chokes out Arlovski. What a career by Arlovski, by the way. So, here we go, Beethoven. Yeah, but does Aspinall have a chin? That's a fair question. And another fair question is, can he be the hammer and the nail? We know he can be the hammer. We've seen him hammer the shit out of people. Can he be a nail? Can he take a beating? Can he get his ass kicked in one round and then have the mental toughness in the next round to turn things around? I don't see any reason why we think that that wouldn't be the case. But we haven't seen that. So it's a question. It's a talking point. I believe he does have a chin. He's had plenty of fights. He's been cracked plenty of times. I think he took a good shot of Sergey Pavlovich and didn't go to sleep, you know. And I think he absolutely, I think he has his way with either Jones or Stipe, if I'm honest. And I've always said that. You know. And DC was even like, why are you saying this? Why are you so high on Tom Aspinall? And it's like, well, look at the performances. That's what I'm basing it on. It's not because I know him. It's not like I'm old mates with Tom. I've only met Tom through him being a UFC fighter, because I've lived out here in California now for 13 years. When he was coming up on the scene, I was long gone. So I didn't know him beforehand. But we've got similar personalities. He's a great guy. He's good at what he does, obviously. We've got similar interests, so we hit it off pretty easily. He's a really nice guy. But I only base what I say off from what I've seen. It's like, how do you look at the performances and not see that same thing? Do you know what I mean? How do you look at the way he dismantles pretty much everyone he's fought in the UFC for sure? He had 1 or 2 losses, I think, outside of the UFC. Don't know what the circumstances were there. Perhaps, maybe, you know, he was beaten by the better man on the night. But whatever. In the UFC, he's been absolutely fucking phenomenal. Simple as that. Mike, come on, you sell out. I can't, mate. I would love to. My kids are here now. My kids are essentially Americanized now, you know, so shout out to your cat, Victor. What's up, Victor? No way you're out of California. Yeah, well, I got to get out of California, to be honest. The taxes are fucking insane, man. The taxes are out of control. Out of control. They're taking the piss, and they're going up all the time. They're making it harder for small businesses. They're making it harder for people. The rent, if you're trying to rent, is insane. And I know that because my son, Callum, lives in San Francisco, the most expensive place in the bloody world. He's just renting a new apartment. Check this out. $1,600. He's a working man. He's got a good little job. $1,600 a month. He gets a room. He gets a room and a toilet. In the room on one side, there's like a little thing with like a built-in cooker, so you can cook a little thing. And then there's a room, smaller than this room that I'm in now. And there's a sofa bed. The sofa bed, you can sit there and watch TV. And when you want to go to bed, you get the sofa bed out. That's it. And there's a tiny little bathroom you can hardly move in. You couldn't swing a cat in it. $1,600 a month. $1,600 a month. Which I think people, maybe if they're desensitized to paying bloody rent, that's fucking insane, man. It's insane for that tiny little thing. But you're right, Barry McCockiner says $1,600 is almost impossible in San Francisco. Exactly. Oh, I missed donation. Did I, Adam Rogers? Well, I apologise. I'm going to scroll up and find it for you, bud. Sorry about that. Don't do that on purpose. Oh, yeah, there's a few here. Smith, enjoy fighting. You made it seem like no one should. I don't get that. Smith, enjoy fighting. You made it seem like no one should. I made it seem like no one should enjoy fighting? Oh, yeah, you can enjoy fighting when you fucking win. But have you ever had a fight, Adam? If you've ever had a fight and you got the shit kicked out of you, I don't think you enjoyed that. So, yeah, fighting can be fun. The process can be fun, but it's also extremely hard work. That's the point I was trying to get through to him. Adam also says our pets' heads are falling off. My pet's head will be falling off in a minute if we don't get some goddamn fights on. What am I talking about here? IWW. did you hear that the Jones fight might be off because he popped for myazole? Myazole hurts. Myazole hurts. You trying to say his asshole hurts? Will you be working at 305? And my thoughts on Hooker versus Gamrot. No, won't be working that one, sadly. Because I was supposed to be doing this bloody movie that isn't happening. So I bloody scheduled a bunch of stuff to not be working, and now it's not happening. That's the way it goes. So I'm not going to be there. But Hooker versus Gamrot, stylistically, tough fight for both men. On the feet, Hooker's going to be all over him, right? He's taller, he's longer, and he's a far better striker. But can Hooker keep it on the feet? Gamrot is a wrestling nightmare. He's going to be shooting single legs from the other side of the fucking octagon. And he's like an Energizer bunny. Wow. Yeah, and he never stops. Ridiculous pace. So we don't know. You know, it's one of those. It's a definite clash of styles. But it should be a great fight, you know, and whoever can, you know, implement their style will be the winner. Right, so here we go. Jean Silva is fighting Drew Dober now. Jean Silva, I commentated this guy on The Contender, and I thought to myself, this cocky little bastard. When I saw his interviews, when he was talking, he was like, you know, I haven't decided how I'm going to win this fight yet. Maybe I'll submit him. Maybe I'll knock him out. But I haven't decided yet. And I thought, God, this guy's bloody, he's a bit arrogant, a bit cocky. But I'll tell you what, then I watched his fights. And I was blown away. He is really, really good. Hold on, let's go back a second here. Lord Jean Silva, the Lord Assassin. So here he is, 13-2. He just beat Charles Jourdain. That was 2 weeks ago. Second round. Weston Wilson got the job done there. He demolished Weston Wilson. Kevin Vallejos, that was on the Contender Series. But yeah, he's got a long record. And some of his performances were phenomenal. So he's really good. He walks the walk. He talks the talk. But he's going to have his hands full here with Drew Dober. This is a step up. Charles Jourdain is a good fighter. He's a great fighter, in fact. Drew Dober has got absolute dynamite in his hands. Look at that. Look at the way he slept Bobby Green. Oof. And Bobby Green was styling on him. Bobby Green was taking the piss. But he got caught, he got dropped, he got absolutely flatlined. Looking forward to that one, by the way, next week. Paddy versus Bobby Green. I saw Bobby, pardon me, what am I saying? King. I was graced with the presence of the king last week when I was at Masvidal versus Diaz. And hold on, let's get down to some of these chats. I missed the dono again. Jesus Christ, I'm going off on tangents here, guys. I apologise. Who's going on? You should do Tales from the Octagon in California. Well, Barry McCockiner, yeah. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Like, I did those in England and they were fantastic. They were great. The one in Manchester was brilliant. The first tour was great. When I did the first tour around the UK, it was kind of like a one-man show talking about my life story, right? So that was easy. I just talked about myself and try and do it in an entertaining, self-deprecating fashion. But when they asked me to do it a second time round, well, then I had to come up with a bunch of material. And it's kind of like I was trying to be a stand-up comedian, which I'm not a stand-up comedian. I don't think I am at all. But they made a decent little financial offer, and I like to challenge myself, and it gave me a reason to go back to the UK and get involved with everybody that supported my career over the years. So I did it. And the challenge of doing it was like kind of stressful, but the final product was really enjoyable, and I enjoyed it, and I think everyone there enjoyed it. The one in London I did on the second one wasn't as good as Manchester. Manchester, I knocked it out of the park because I'd rehearsed it already. So should I do one in California? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Maybe. I've got an opportunity to do it at a historic theatre in Boston. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Do it in Minnesota with Brock Lesnar. Yeah, okay, Joe. I'll give Brock a call. They're taking the time with this fight, aren't they? I'm looking forward to this one. But it's taken a little while. I think Bisping's funny. In fact, you said I think Bisping is fungy. Looking forward to the 3 or 4 card. Yeah, me too, mate. Rebecca! Come here. Do you want to come and join us? Oh, I've got a piece of gum in my mouth. Trying to get rid of that. All right, come and join us for a bit of fun. We're getting close to the main event, babe. She's going to come and join us in a minute, guys. And don't show up empty-handed, okay? Right. So that's... You know, whenever I speak to Rebecca like that, of course I'm always joking. Always joking. All right, Matt Corney. Thank you very much, Matt. Hope you're well, buddy. Michael, who would you say is more of a technical fighter with an element of savagery, and who is more of a natural savage with an element of technical finesse? I feel you are a natural savage who can be calculating. Okay, but what's the question? I understand the question, but who am I talking about? Who would you say? Oh, you want one example? I thought you were going to give me two examples. All right, who would I say is a technical fighter with an element of savagery? Who would I say is a technical fighter with an element of savagery? I mean, to be honest, they've all got elements of savagery in there. You know, to step in the octagon and fight at the highest level the way that they do. Do you know what I mean? They're all savages in one way or the other. But who would I say is that very... I mean, George St. Pierre is a perfect example of that. He's technically perfect with, you know... But, you know, he is the savage. Panda, can you give us a shout out? We had Harrington on our pod last weekend. Panda MMA News. Do you know what? I saw a little clip about that. Is that what the podcast was? Scrolling Twitter, I saw a little bit. I should have retweeted it for you, but I didn't because he was saying nice things about me. The reason I didn't retweet it is because then I looked like a cock. Do you know what I mean? He's like, oh, look at this, retweet that. Oh, yeah, sweet. Harrington's bigging me up. I mean, of course, Harrington's going to say something nice. He's not going to go on a podcast, Panda MMA News, and slag me off, is he? You know? I'll give him a right good slap. All right, if I was near gunfire, like at the Trump rally, and you were within 20 yards of the shooter, how do you think you'd react? I don't know. I mean, I think most people like to think of themselves as the type of person that would tackle them and take them down. I'd like to think I would. But you never know. You know, I had a gun pointed at me once in South Africa, right at my head. And I shit my pants, if I'm honest. I'm not going to lie. I can't sit here and be like, you know, I said, yeah, go ahead, punk. Make my day. Pull the trigger, bitch. No, I shit my pants. So I don't know. I'd like to think... Oh, here's John Silva getting introduced, looking very emotional. Joe Martinez getting the Bruce Buffer action, getting up in his face. Joe Martinez, he's going to love that one. He got some good camera time there. Go on, Joe. There's you, Dober. I like to think I would tackle him and take him down because there's innocent people around and people are going to die. But who knows? But of course, you know, I'm live to not that many people, so I'll say that. Who do I think wins? Yeah, I'm unsure about this one. Main event, I've got Rose Namajunas. Co-main, I think Santiago Ponzinibbio does it. This one here, I'm a little unsure of. My initial instinct is to go with Drew Dober. But Jean Silva's no bitch, man. He's very, very well-rounded. I think Jean Silva has more ways to win. But Drew Dober, like my initial thoughts are Drew Dober knocks him out. That's my initial thoughts. Drew Dober's got dynamite in his hands. Yeah, but we'll see. And they're underway. And John Silva, look, already showboating. He don't give a shit. Zachariah says, I'm a heavyweight and you'll beat the shit out of me, Mike. I've had some crazy situation with guns. Sometimes it helps to be stupid. It does. Sometimes being stupid can help out because you don't realise the shit that you're in. You don't assess the situation. You just press on. You know what I mean? Sometimes being stupid. Ignorance is bliss, as they say. I stopped buying UFC games when they didn't have me in it. Have they stopped putting me in the UFC game? Get fucked. Is that true? I had no idea. I thought they were still pumping out Mikey B all over the place. That's why the checks stopped coming. Fucking hell, Dana. So Dober, in typical fashion, cutting off the cage, pressing him up against the fence. This is a bad place to be for Jean Silva. The last place you want to be is backed up against the fence. You've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You've only got lateral movement side to side and head movement. Oh, nice counter though from Jean Silva, and then he uses the feet to get off the fence. And now he's back in the open. So now he's got a little bit more room to maneuver. Drew Dober, the problem is when you've got the power in your hands that Drew Dober has, you know you have the ability to knock people out. So that can be kind of, you know, you can have too much faith in that. You can feel like you're just going to knock anybody out. But he's only a human being. He can also be slept, you know, so it brings a little danger with it. Oh, there's a nice flying knee from Jean Silva. I told you, this Jean Silva, keep your eye on him. And keep your eye on this. Look at this. Oh, we got Rebecca Bisping joining the crew. Are you coming in, babe?
Yeah, I'm coming.
She's coming in. Come on. Sliding over. All right. Let's go. It's been a while, babe.
Has it?
It's been a long time since we've done this. And she brings me a nice ice cold. Look at that, straight out the freezer. Nice, icy cold.
I can't really tell.
You can tell. Hold on, hold on. Oh, I can tell.
Delicious.
It's bloody delicious, that. Bye, out. You look, smell gorgeous tonight, Petal. Right, hold on. There's a good fight going on right now, babe. So you can just talk while I do something. All due respect.
About Bunnings.
Oh, yeah, Bunnings. What the fuck is Bunnings?
It's like Home Depot.
Oh, right. Oh, but I knew
and
that.
It's like famous for having really good sausages.
Hot dogs?
No, sausages.
Right, yeah.
It's not hot dogs, but you have it in bread.
Okay, all right, sweet. Drew Dober is known for being a very, very handsome guy, babe. What do you think? He's got the cheekbones and all the rest of it. I've got him up here. I've got stills of him somewhere. No, I haven't.
You always ask me these questions.
Oh, do I? All right, okay.
But I know who you mean.
Yeah, he's there on the screen.
Yeah, I know.
So I know who you mean. I know Drew Dober.
At him right
I'm like,
now.
yeah, look at him. Jean Silva there.
Well, he's not my type.
All right, whatever. Be nice, please.
Nice.
I didn't say that to slag him off.
Well, what do you want me to say?
Just say, yeah, he's great.
He's a good fighter.
He's fantastic. He's
main
very
thing.
good. Anyway, we're not here to, like, you know, objectify the fighters, babe. Jesus Christ. No, I know. Let's have a look here. I'll get this up here. How old? You don't ask a woman their age, do you, babe?
Ask me. I'm not ashamed.
I'm ashamed. Don't bloody say. She's 21. How old are you, babe?
43.
Are you 43?
Yes.
I thought you were 42.
No.
Jesus Christ.
I'm catching up with you.
Well, keep that to yourself in future.
He means that, actually.
I actually
He
don't.
does. He does.
How does Rebecca stay looking so young? How do you do that, babe?
I don't know.
So this has been a fun round here. Sorry, sweetheart.
No, you're fine.
Drew Dober. They're throwing down the pair of them. I knew this would be a really good fight. I mean, who's winning this fight? Because I've been talking to you guys. Oh, Canada, you guys look fabulous. Thank you, Cameron.
Thank you, Cameron. Appreciate that. Dober's bleeding, so I'm going to say the other guy's winning.
Yeah, I don't know if he is. The problem is for Dober is that Jean Silva's so multifaceted. You know, he's got lots of different attacks, flying knees, Muay Thai. Whereas Dober, for the most part, yeah, he just threw a kick, but he's a boxer. He throws hands. You know, he's not really... I mean, of course, he throws a few leg kicks and head kicks, and he knows how to knee. Everybody does. But Jean Silva is very natural at mixing up the attacks. The art of the 8 limbs, babe. What are the 8 limbs? What do you think? What are the 8?
Well,
what are you doing?
You're 4. I'm looking at you.
Oh, right. She's
I'm
looking,
thinking,
she's
what
looking,
could
oh,
be a
right,
limb?
all right. As you were
I'm
doing
thinking-
that, because I need the toilet. I thought...
What's happening?
I don't know. What are the 8 limbs?
I don't know. I wasn't listening properly. 8 limbs.
Yeah,
Well, obviously arms and legs.
correct.
Well, how is there 8? I don't know.
2.
That's not a limb.
Well,
I'm calling an arm is a limb.
Yeah,
you
but
can't go, that's a limb. This upper arm is another limb. My calf's a limb. You've
Well-
got 4 limbs.
Well, let me just tell you right now that it's not me. I did not make this up. It's known as the art of the 8 limbs, meaning Muay Thai, meaning punches, kicks, knees, and elbows. 8.
8 different areas that you can strike. Doesn't mean you've got 8 limbs.
8 little dicky birds sitting on a branch, eating a lot of chestnuts.
Anyway, someone said, Michael Bispong said, what's Rebecca's worst habit?
Ooh, what is your worst habit?
Yes.
I'm not saying it on here. I'll tell you after.
No, tell me now. It's not bad. 'Cause
No,
I
it
don't do
is. It
anything
is.
bad.
No, I'm
What
not.
is it?
I'm not telling you.
Is it embarrassing?
No, it's not bad. Rebecca, did you hear about the cheese factory that exploded in Paris this morning? Is that a joke?
I think it's gonna be. No, I didn't hear
I
about the
didn't.
cheese factory.
I'm trying to think what would the punchline be. I don't know.
I don't think that's such a... Maybe one did explode.
Tell the believers. I will tell the believers.
Tell me.
You leave bloody tampons lying all over the bloody place, okay?
I have unused tampons.
Right, stop. Just leave it there.
Readily accessible.
Just leave it there.
You make it sound like I'm using used ones.
No,
all
I
over
know,
the place.
I know.
I'm
Hold on.
allowed to do that.
Cheese factory.
Oh my god, I can't believe we're actually Googling this. This is...
Oh, hold on. It's a joke. Yeah, did you hear about... Hold on, you bastards. This is what I'm Googling right now. Did you hear about the cheese factory that exploded in France? There was nothing left but debris. Oh my God, you
There was nothing
dick.
left
But debris.
Oh, debris.
Yeah, debris.
Wow.
Oh God.
Wow. Sorry, guys. I've actually never heard that before.
Nothing left but debris. Kind of like it. It's a
Right.
dad joke for sure.
Terry Bailey 3, Rebecca, do you miss Australia? I do. I do miss it. But I'm very happy living here, aren't we?
Yeah, no, we are. We are very happy. I mean, what's he pointing at? He just got rocked there. Is his mouthpiece out or something? Herb Dean won't get that. He don't give a shit about mouthpieces. Dober is all over him here. He was pointing at something. He was definitely distracted. Yeah.
I love people trolling Bisping.
Yeah, but that's not a troll. That's a bit of fun. I don't mind that.
He doesn't mind a bit of trolling.
No, I don't.
Can everyone hear me? I feel like the microphone's far away.
We'll put it there. It looks like Drew Dober's taking over here.
Herb says if he dies, he dies. Says
If he-
OHB.
Yeah, well, if he dies, I mean, nobody wants that. What's he pointing at here? So there's the replay. So left, straight backhand gets him, wobbles him, and then he's pointing at something.
No idea.
Oh, Dober senses a finish, though. Look at this, emptying the tank. Got to be careful, though. Ooh, Silva gets through. Dober with a nice kick to the body. Go ahead, babe. Do you want me to? Yeah, I'll do it for you.
Update the
Sorry.
chat.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm seeing a lot of people complaining about missed donos as well.
About what?
Missed donations.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I apologise. Much love from Chicago, champ. Buy some GME 5K worth. What, game stock? Buy some game stock?
I thought that was done now.
It's a bit, we're a bit
You're
past
a bit
that.
late. You're a bit late.
Yo, Mike, as a fellow Mank, sorry, Sam Sheridan, and well done, babe. You're right, I did miss some. Have I ever been to Salford? Of course I have, mate. I used to train at Salford Muay Thai. I'm from Lancashire. I've been to Salford. Can you give us a shout out? We had Harrington. Yeah, we did all those ones. Okay, did you sell the horse, babe?
No, he's being leased out. I haven't sold him. I still own him, but I just don't ride anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't. It's kind of a good business leasing the horses, though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he's doing really
It's like, we've got to do
Generally,
this more.
you don't make money on horses, but I've done really well.
She's done really good. I mean, I shit the bed when she bought the horse, and then we had to pay for all the bills and this and that. But then she stopped riding because, you know.
It just took over. It's
Yeah.
like, it's such a big commitment. It was started to feel like a job.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, ah.
Well,
And you've got to be obsessed. You've got to be in it 100%.
you do.
Otherwise,
Oh, nice Superman punch by Drew Dober. Jesus Christ. John Silva's tough as hell, though. He's taking this. Oh, just missed him with an uppercut.
why don't you have the fights on this screen?
That's a good question. I don't know. I've got them on my laptop, everyone.
It's got two screens going and watching the fights on the
Well,
laptop.
that one's got like
Doesn't
us.
make-
This one's got the chat. That
That's
one.
got chat too.
Yeah, but it's okay. That's on that one there anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, no, but leasing out the horse, you've made back more than what we paid for it and some, haven't you?
For sure I have.
Yeah, so. Mike and Rebecca, this is a good fight. It's a tremendous
I
fight. Who
haven't
said
really
that?
been paying attention, to
Russell
be
Lamb.
honest.
Along. Bisping, long-time fan. Can you give a shout-out to Dixon Cider Box? Dixon Cider Box.
Box.
I mean, I get it. I get the Dick's Insider.
box.
But the box. Oh, Dick's Insider box. Huge fan.
Eating beans is weird for breakfast, lol, says Joe Franzinelli. I agree. I hate baked beans.
Yeah.
Especially for breakfast. Disgusting.
Well, we went to a barbecue restaurant for dinner. Oh, beautiful. Spinning elbow. He's hurt. Wow. Unreal. End of the round.
Saved by the bell.
Oh, shit. Wow. Wow. Drew Dober caught with a beautifully timed spinning elbow. Lands right with the point of the elbow as well. It's one thing landing with this, when the point lands, one of the 8 limbs, babe.
You just touched my breast.
Oh, I apologise. Sorry.
It's touched one of my limbs.
I've got no depth perception. No, but that wobbled him and he was all over him. But go on, what were you going to say?
I just said Saved by the Bell, and the other day I read where that comes from. Like, it comes from something.
The 90s TV show?
No.
Oh.
Like, in history, it came from something, but I can't remember what, though. It was really interesting, and I can't remember what the saying comes from.
I'm going to say it comes from boxing.
No, it's not.
Right?
I'm sure it was nothing to do with
And the
fighting.
bell goes.
No, it was nothing to do with that.
All right.
Anyway.
All right. No. Let's Google this.
Where does Saved by the Bell come from?
Yeah.
Not the TV show.
Yeah.
Saying Saved by the Bell.
I know what to do. Where does the...
I can't remember.
By
Are you going to watch the England game tomorrow, Michael?
I am.
Are you?
I am. I'm very much excited for it. Okay. Right. Instead of Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell is boxing slang that became... in the late 19th century, a boxer who was about to be defeated would be saved by the bell that marked the end of the round. I told you.
Keep scrolling.
You're making a fool out of it. Right, hold on. This fight's back on here. I wish I could stream a bit of the bloody fight.
No. There's a widespread notion that Saved by the Bell originates an expression that relates to people being buried alive. Thank you.
Where's this?
Phrase finder.
Phrase finder. Mm-hmm. Right, never mind this ridiculous fight that's going on.
They used to put bells in a grave, so if you got buried alive, you rang the bell, so you got saved by the bell.
Well, did you think you'd say something before you fucking start getting buried?
Yeah, in the olden days, they're like...
Do you know what I mean? It's like, hold on a minute. Listen, we're going to bury you. If it gets too much, ring the bell. It's like, hold on.
They think you're dead. It happened.
Oh, that is correct. I've heard that before.
You haven't?
Yes, I have. I'm pretty sure we had this discussion with your mother. Beautiful combinations by Drew Dober. And I got to say this, fair play to Drew Dober. He was done at the end of round 2, reminiscent of Michael Bisping versus Anderson Silva. Spinning elbow again. This is an absolute war. Incredible fight. What's he pointing at? Why is Jean Silva talking to the referee? He had Drew Dober hurt there. I have no idea what he was saying. Let's turn this up. He keeps looking for that spit. Hold on, what's going on?
His face, man.
Oh, man. I think they are going to stop this.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a bad cut. That's a really bad cut.
Gaping open.
Jesus. Hold on, let's listen. There it is, stopped. I will turn that down. Oh, shit. Well, listen, Drew Dober, not that you're going to see this because you've got better things to do when you're actually currently competing in Denver in the UFC. But respect to you, my brother. That was a tremendous performance, a great show of heart and grit, and you were still pushing forward. Stopped via a cut. Well done to Jean Silva. I'll tell you, keep an eye on that name, Jean Silva. Anyway, babe, Saved by the Bell, tell me more.
Yeah, you get buried alive. They'd like put this system in the coffin, so if you do wake up and you're 6 feet under, you can ring the bell and they'll dig you up.
But do you understand why I say that? Well, you think they'd say something beforehand? Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to go to the bathroom.
I hope you were being funny.
I was being funny. I'm going to be right back.
Okay.
You guys play nicely with my wife.
That sounds ridiculous.
Only because you said that.
Just go. It's a Metallica song. What's a Metallica song? Couple of Savages. Yeah, that was a good fight. He's too handsome for this. His face is very chiseled, I have to say. Hey, Rebecca, are you a microwave? Oh, because no. Okay, thank you. What's Harry doing? He's around somewhere. He's outside, I believe. Sometimes at night he just likes to go and sit outside. I don't know why. He just like stares into the distance. It's a new thing for him. Thank you, Roscoe Stark. I appreciate that. Nan up Tiger. Hello, Rebecca, fellow Aussie. Hello. Where are you from? When are you guys moving out of Cali? I'm trying. I'm working on Michael. I want to get him out. We're thinking like North Carolina, something like that. Somewhere where we've got some land. I'm trying to convince you to move out of California.
Yeah. Switch back, babe.
Oh, you're from Brisbane.
Bloody Brisbane. Oh, that's a shame for Drew Dober. I was putting on a show like that and it getting stopped via a cut, but I mean, geez, it's hard to argue with it. If you Drew Dober, and that's nice. Nice show of respect there. The Fighting Nerds.
Why?
That's his team. Well, look at the glasses he's got on.
Oh.
That's what they do. It's kind of like their gimmick.
Oh, I don't like it.
You don't like it. You don't like much, do you?
I don't like it. I just don't think it's funny.
No, but that's what they do. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
a little gimmick.
I don't like it.
It's a bit of fun.
Everyone thinks it's cool to be a nerd these days.
Do you like nerds?
I don't have a problem with nerds.
What's your problem with nerds?
I don't have a problem with
Jeez,
nerds.
half of
It's
these
just
people,
like
these people on YouTube right now, a lot of them are nerds.
trendy
babe.
to be a nerd for some reason. That's all I'm saying.
People who hate on California, you're absolutely right, Barry McCockiner. You're absolutely
What?
right. That is true. People that hate on California come here for a vacation.
Yeah, you can come here for a vacation. It's different when you live here, trying to afford to live here. Of course, but you can come for a vacation and love it because the weather's amazing and we've got Disneyland and everything. But try and live here. I mean, it's fine. We can live here, but it's different for a lot of people.
It's hard.
And crime is ridiculous.
Yeah, someone says there the crime is through
It's
the roof.
crazy.
Too much taxes and crime. You're right. I mean, even around here where we live now, which is a very safe kind of boring area. What a spinning elbow. Beautiful. It's even got a bit dicey around there, hasn't it, babe?
I mean, I wouldn't call it dicey, but yeah.
No, but like you are very aware of your bag. When we go out, you always say, can you put it next to me at the table so people don't snatch it and stuff like that,
and like when
which
I
you
go
never
shopping,
did.
I just used to chuck it onto the seat bit of the cart trolley. But now I have to have it like cross-bodied over me at all times because people are just going to steal it.
Because those little rascals. Ulmut Bisping needs a farm. E-I-E-I-O. That's what someone said. It's in the chat.
Oh, yes, he does. He'd love it. You could keep yourself very busy because he's bored. He's very bored all the time. You'd have so much to do.
Yeah.
But fun stuff.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Cleaning out pig shit.
I'll do that.
Yeah. What's my take on Leeds? What's your take on Leeds, babe?
Don't really know much about Leeds. I'm sure it's a very beautiful city, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Rebecca Gaboon wants to know, how does he get a girlfriend? How does he get a girlfriend?
Just be nice. Be funny.
Be funny. Don't be nice.
Be nice.
Yeah,
we like nice people. I don't know why keep it like, what do you mean? Treat them mean, keep them keen. That's a load of shit. Be nice.
Much love from Chicago. Right, we've got some super chats here apparently that we've missed as well.
missing.
No, we haven't.
Because they're not at the top anymore, people. It's not our fault. You have to literally scroll through. You shouldn't have to do that, though.
No, I don't see them, no. Anyway, is it a draw? Who's winning? Just look to see Bisping's reaction to Dober's face and he's Googling the origin of Saved by the Bell. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, these are the important things in life. These are what we all need to know. Move to Texas.
Texas
Sicario
won't like me.
Productions.
Texas, we wouldn't fit in Texas. Have you heard the way I speak? I'd stand out like a sore thumb.
I'm sure there's some great people in Texas.
Yeah,
I'm sure
but
it's a great place to live. Mick Maynard, he lives in Houston on a lake. Oh, what's Drew Dober saying?
Fighting's all about. I don't care who, when, and where. We throw hands and we make war.
And that's why we love you, Drew. I hope you go and heal up. Is there anything else you want to say to this crowd before we let you get out of here?
Denver, Colorado, I love you guys so much. You've supported me from the beginning. I will be back in here. I'm going to heal this eyebrow up, and we're going to go back to work, my friend.
Heal that eyebrow up. An unbelievable performance as always.
Yeah, shame for Drew Dober there, but, you know. Yeah, it was a great fight. That's, you know, I mean, listen, he didn't get the win. He didn't get the win, but it's kind of like a moral victory because, I say a moral victory, he's going to be pissed later, but it was an amazing fight. Probably fight of the night from what I've seen so far. It was stopped because of a cut, so that's, as a fighter, it makes it easier to deal with. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, it was stopped because of a cut. I didn't get beat necessarily. The referee or the doctor stopped it. Didn't get knocked out, didn't get choked out or anything like that, you know. So went out there, probably gets a bonus. Didn't get his win money, which sucks. Didn't get the win on the record, which also sucks. But, you know, still lots to be positive about. Who's the pickier eater, babe? Me or you?
Me. I'm not a picky eater at all, but I'd say I'm pickier than you. You're not a picky eater.
No, I don't think so. What are you basing that on?
You just eat most things.
I do.
Yeah.
What's up to the Aussies? Yeah, that cut was nasty. I've got to say, not many people on the chat tonight, guys.
There isn't. I didn't notice that.
I know, it's embarrassing. I agree, lived near Kidder and Theo, Missouri for a bit. Not sure where that is. Terry Bailey, 5 a.m. in the UK, still staying up, mate. Mike, do I eat beef?
Yeah.
I do, I eat lots of beef. All right. Okay.
Was that co-main?
No, it wasn't the co-main. We still got the co-main and the main. What are you thinking, babe? Rose or Tracy Cortez? What's your official pick?
Rose.
And this is the hard-hitting, analytical information you came here for, guys.
Rose.
Why Rose?
Because I like her.
Yeah.
That's it. Sounds like Rebecca's accent's changing compared to Mike's. Or like I'm getting more American.
The Joe Rogan podcast, how was it? Yeah, I mean, it's a great... it's great to be on the biggest podcast in the world, you know. Joe's a great dude. He's a great guy. He's a tremendous guest. So to be asked twice, yeah, no, it was very kind of him. Very kind of him. What the F with Cowboy sitting next to Gagey? What's wrong with that? Why wouldn't Cowboy sit next to Gagey?
Are they sworn enemies?
Not as far as I know. Not as far as I know. Does Becca...
Don't read that out.
Oh, don't say that. Don't call her Becca.
Don't call me Becca.
She does not like that. She does not like Becky.
Beck's okay. Becky, absolutely not.
What about Becca?
No, I hate
Becca.
it.
Well, you look like a Targaryen according to Themor.
I'm quite Targaryen-like.
She is. Right, BYM Fight Disciples are the best MMA pods. Thank you, Terry Bailey. Yeah, shout out Fight Disciples, Adam and Nick. Great guys. Awesome guys. I love working with those two on TNT Sports. A lot of fun, hilarious people. Very, very good people as well. Nice guys. Any upcoming movies, brother? I don't want to sit here and talk about that stuff too much, but yeah, hopefully in the year. Got a couple bubbling. Had one that was supposed to go in August, but it's been pushed back now. Actually waiting. Got 4 movies. This sounds douchebag.
I'll be back in one second.
I've got 4 movies waiting to come out. We've got Red Sonja, we've got Den of Thieves 2, got another one that I just filmed that I can't mention, and another one, what's it called? I forget what it's called. No Time to Die? A Time to Die? I honestly forget what it's called, but still, only a tiny part in that one there, just like a little cameo. Bisping looking like an extra from Coronation Street with those glasses on. Curly Watts. I'm still waiting for Den of Thieves 2. Well, let me tell you what, Texan. It will be worth the wait. Den of Thieves 2 is going to be amazing. It really is. John Anik is also in the movie with you. That is correct, Snazzy Paradise. That is correct, my friend. Pop the eye out. Let's see it. You've seen it. Come on. You've all seen it a million times. Have I worked with the great Steven Seagal? I have not worked with him, but I was shooting a film in Thailand called Triple Threat. It's on Netflix. Decent little action film if you like a bit of martial arts fighting. And I was sitting in my hotel I was in like the restaurant, and Steven.
Where was this?
Thailand,
Oh.
Bangkok, and Steven Seagal was staying there. And Steven Seagal sits down with like his guy, his bodyguard type person, and the guy comes over to me, taps me on the shoulder, and says, "Do you want?" Mr. Seagal says, "Would you like to come and have a whiskey and smoke a cigar with him?"
Did you feel like saying, no, not
Well,
really?
I wanted to say, well, I don't smoke cigars and I don't drink whiskey. But when Steven Seagal asks you to go and smoke a cigar and have a bit of whiskey, you say, yes, of course you do. So I go over, I'm sipping on some whiskey, smoke a cigar, almost coughing my head off like the most...
Did you? my
like the most
God.
uncool bastard ever. And you know what? He was actually a lovely guy. He was a lovely guy. Came out with some crazy stuff. You know, but he was a gentleman. I will say that. He invited me over. It was lovely to talk to him, and he was a gentleman. All right, Steve M says, you are a welcome respite after what's happened today. Thank you. Mike, do you do any work with veterans? We all love you. Well, thank you, Steve M. I'm ashamed to say that I don't. I come from a military family myself. I was born on an army base. My father was in the army, of course. My brother Adam is in the army. My brother Conrad was involved in a very serious accident whilst in the army. So he's disabled. But
What would you suggest that
but
they
I-
do with veterans? Like, what
well,
would
they
you
need
do
mo-
with them?
well, they need more help. You know, it's
What, like
ridiculous.
financial or?
Yeah, financial. Also counselling. You know, people go in the army and then all of a sudden they're left with nothing. You know, the skills that you learn in the army, certainly if you're an active soldier, shall we say, in a military situation, you know, you go out, you're there and that's your life and you've got discipline and a schedule and all the rest of it. And then all of a sudden you come out of the army and you're on Civvy Street and those skills aren't necessarily applicable to everyday life and it's a hard path to navigate. Never mind people that have actually been to war zones and coming home with PTSD. And the sad thing is you see it all the time, don't you, babe? We always see, you know, homeless veterans, you know, begging for money and stuff like that, which is awful. It's awful to see. Anyway, there you go.
There we go.
So more needs to be done for sure. Rebecca, when I was fighting, were you excited or nervous on fight night?
No element of excitement. All nerves. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. And I'm so glad you don't do it now. That's all I'm going to say. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Do some wives get excited? I don't think that's possible.
I think some of them
I
do.
don't think that's possible.
I have witnessed.
Excited? No.
I have witnessed
excited
wives.
for it to be over.
I have witnessed wives of fighters being excited. I have witnessed the wife of a fighter too busy doing selfies
No.
whilst the husband got knocked out cold. I have, shall remain nameless. I'll tell you after. I was sitting there front row. The husband was in the cage. The husband got knocked out. She didn't give a shit and was too busy being the celebrity taking pictures and selfies. And I just thought to myself, what a piece of work you are. Rebecca, here's a question that Flo Fuss wants to know. And don't lie.
Okay.
How much does it cost to do your hair?
What's like highlights and stuff?
What do you pay? What do you
Like-
pay?
Well, here you got a tip on top as well. So with tip on top, it's probably like
What it-
$250.
$250. Jesus
Maybe
Christ.
something like that. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
I can find out if you really want me to.
$250.
I get it done like once every 3 months.
It's not
That's
every
fine.
3 months.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All right, so here we go. Co-main event time. Muslim Salikhov, the king of kung fu, from Dagestan. Good wrestler, king of
Looks
kung
like
fu.
he's from Dagestan.
Yeah, he's got that Russian look to him.
Have you clicked on that one?
Which one? Oh, we got a little super chat. Let's have a look. John Smith. I heard Mike votes Liberal Democrat. Well, I'm trying to think.
What?
I don't think I've ever voted. Oh, no, I have done once, I think.
I don't think you have.
In the UK. No, I think I
don't you
voted
have.
once.
There's no way you have voted. There's no way you went up to the polling station
I
voted.
did. I
You
did it
did
one time.
Who did you vote for?
Labour.
Who was the potential prime minister? You
I
know
can't
him.
remember.
He didn't. It didn't
Oh,
happen.
you are so full of shit. I remember going into the Lowmore Club in Clitheroe. That's where I did it.
I don't think you did.
Oh, you think I'm lying? I'm making that
I
up.
don't know. I just can't imagine you voting. You would now, 100%. I would too.
Yeah.
I've never voted.
I think John Brannigan must be awake now, and he's just turned on, Michael Bisping turned on subscribers only mode. Well, I never did that.
What does that mean?
Must be John. Are you there, John? Are you there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was he's awake. That's my editor, John Brannigan, in the background. 9:04. Yeah, look at that. He's just woke up. Meddling in the background. Right, here we go. Santiago Ponzinibbio. That's my pick for this one. Although Muslim Salikhov is not a man to take lightly at all. Did you ask Wonderboy if he has a fight booked at Culture Kings? Karate Kid, I did. I did ask him that, and he said he's got nothing right now. That was the first thing that I asked him, actually. Love Wonderboy. He's just the nicest guy. He was there with his dad and one of his good friends. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is just a credit to the mixed martial arts world. He's an awesome guy, babe. Have you ever met him?
I haven't.
No, he's great.
He seems nice.
He's awesome.
Like
and
nice, positive.
And he's not fake nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You know, like some people, even though they don't, it's not fake that they're nice. When they're being nice, it comes across as fake. Where he just seems warm and genuine, and you want to speak to him more. Do you know what I mean? Like people, you know, a lot of people out here, they're like, oh my God, hey man, that's awesome. And you're like, oh, shut the fuck up. But he's great.
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
MMA for Life, who's been a champion member for 7 months now, says, DJ Mikey B, are you going to give Peyton Talbot some scratch lessons on the vinyl? He was trying to ask you in the interview. I'm not against it, although I could do with some scratch lessons myself, mate. I had a little go on the decks the other day. I was a little bit rusty, let's just put it like that. Right, so John, you can tell John's up. Polls are going up like crazy. You know, Ponzinibbio, they've got everyone winning. 88%. Mike, what are the issues with brain damage after a full UFC career? What do you think, babe? What are the issues?
What, with you?
Yeah,
in
with
particular?
me. What are my issues?
That you had before, that you didn't have before? I don't know.
Oh, that's insulting.
Yeah, I don't have any brain damage.
Put a clock up. I would love to, mate, Curtis. I don't know how to do that. I'm turning amateur soon in MMA. I just turned 18, so I'm allowed now in Ireland. Well, Jake Han, good luck, buddy. Good luck. Ramon says, what's your walk-around weight? A little bit heavier right now, but I will be back down.
What is it?
It's about 223. Greg says, drink too much? Not right now. Saturday night, we're doing a live, so I'm having one beer. It's my second.
It's your second.
It's my second. It's my second.
It's all good. Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night, exactly. Ponzinibbio, I was talking about him on the podcast just recently. He's the guy in the blue shorts there, babe. He does the Spanish commentary for the UFC. So when I go to the Apex, I see him a lot. And he's such a nice guy. I mean, I don't know much about him, really, but just from our interactions, he's like really warm and nice and friendly. But Jesus Christ, talk about a strong accent. I can't understand a word he says.
Like, okay, yeah.
I'm like, Michael, what are you doing? That doesn't sound like him at all. But I can't do a strong one, and you got to be careful these days. But he's got a really, really strong Latino accent.
No one can see, right?
No one can. I hope not. I hope
It's
not.
just tight.
What are you doing? I'm buttoning yourself on the live.
I know, I better do it back up just in
Yeah.
case.
Just don't. Jesus, babe. Oh, dropped him. Ponzinibbio just dropped him, it looks like. Just saw it out of the corner of my one eye.
If it was big here, you'd be able to see it better.
I would, but it's not, so I can't. Ponzinibbio swinging on him. Salikhov. Yeah, Salikhov, I forget how old he is now, but he's not the youngest, I don't think. Let's have a look. He's been around for a while.
What do you guess?
About 38?
The guy in the blue?
Oh, no. He
looks younger.
He's
than
40. He's 40, yeah. Yeah.
Not far behind us.
Not far behind. And that's the thing, you know. And I don't think, what's his name? Santiago Ponzinibbio's no spring chicken either.
Oh, Oh, sorry.
But
was
he's
confused. I
37.
thought you were talking about Ponzinibbio being nearly 40.
No.
Because I was like, he looks way younger than
Yeah,
that.
Ponzinibbio's 37.
Right.
Salikhov's 40. In his prime, he was a very, very tough man to deal with. He still is now, but Ponzinibbio looks like he's taking over here. Stops the takedown. Yeah, anyway, back to the chat. 40 at welterweight, quite an age for the division. You're right, OHB. You're right, bud. 40 years old as a welterweight. It's definitely getting up there, so. All right, Matt Carney says, instead of bonuses, Dana is now considering rewarding successful fighters with a tickle on the tummy and a Kit Kat chunky. I feel change is important, but will this bold move work in the long run?
I love a Kit Kat chunky.
Yeah, you know
I
what?
love Kit Kat chunkies.
If it's been in the fridge,
on the corner bits.
oh
it's so
God,
good.
give me a Kit. I'll take that over
I'll take
$50,000.
Take it.
Do
Do you play any other sports?
Do I play any of the sports? Oh shit!
Be honest.
My neck's killing.
Oh.
Well, define sports. I run almost every day.
It's not play. I mean, like, do you play tennis? Do you play soccer? Do you play golf? Do you...
I don't play shit, bro. I don't play. I don't play. If I'm doing it, I'm doing it. I'm taking over. I don't play. What do you think I am, a child? No, I don't. Not really. I wish I did. I used to play a bit of rugby when I was a kid. But that's about it.
Eyes for MMA.
I did. What's your favourite beer? Probably Sapporo. But this is Stella, Barry.
That one's pretty good.
Whereabouts in California do you live, Barry? And in fact, in the chat, just give me some... hold on, Jacob with the K says, tomorrow is my daughter's 9th birthday. Could you wish Aaliyah a happy birthday? She loves watching fights, especially the girls. Cheers, champ. Well, Aaliyah, on behalf of myself and Rebecca, what do we say?
We say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Aaliyah. Have a fantastic day. There you go, buddy. Thank you, Jacob. And yeah, in the chat, let me know whereabouts you're watching from. I live in Culver City, California. Not too far. Clover.
Does that
Clover City. I think he meant Culver City. NorCal. Doncaster, England. Go on, Terry. Up the Doncaster lads, the Donny boys.
Boston. Stockton.
Ottawa, Canada. Colorado. You should be at the fights, buddy, if you're in Colorado. Perth, Australia. Look at the king of Kung Fu swinging about there.
Cornwall.
Yeah. The problem is when you get a bit older, you start to go a bit slower. For a welterweight, it's not too bad. People were saying before for Salikhov, being 40 years old as a welterweight, it's not like he's a lightweight or a bantamweight, obviously. 185, you can go a little bit later. Heavyweights, of course. The heavier you can go, the heavier you are, typically the longer your fight career can last for, because you don't have to rely on speed as much. But right now, Salikhov's looking good. Oh, whoa. Wobbles him with a spinning wheel kick right to the face. And that's why they call him the king of Kung Fu, babe.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I wasn't watching, sorry.
What are we looking at?
I was looking at the chat.
Bisping getting molder means we are slower. Did I say getting molder? Getting older. Need some serious advice. Staying at an Airbnb. Just did the dishes. Added bleach to the dishwater. Is it? I don't get what that is, mate.
It's fine. Extra clean
Make
dishes.
sure you leave a nice review.
Yes, do.
Gotta leave a review.
Gotta leave a review. It's very important.
Yeah. We say that as people that have stayed in a lot of Airbnbs. Oh, dear.
Hey. It is
What's
hot in here, I
something
have to
you
admit.
admire or adore about one another? Jesus.
Says Rebecca Ambrosino.
Something I admire?
Or adore. You don't admire me. There's nothing you admire about
I
me.
admire you very much.
What do you admire? Okay, what do you adore about me then? That should be easy.
I adore... I adore your cooking ability.
Oh my God.
You should move to Texas so Bex can grow her vegetables and animals on y'all's
Can you grow
farm.
stuff in Texas? Surely not.
Yeah,
Surely
that'll
it's too hot.
Yeah, that'll be tough. We need the full screen on this fight here.
Favorite travel destination?
Right now, Costa Rica.
Yeah, that was pretty epic.
Costa Rica was bloody amazing. You got to check it out, guys. If you haven't been to Costa Rica, I massively recommend it. We're actually going off to Maui
We are.
soon. Hawaii, of course. Excited for that one. The excitement in this life's kind of died down, hasn't it? The laughs have gone. Bisping, a former champ, a great commentator, a beautiful wife. What more does he need?
Exactly.
A neck that doesn't hurt would be nice. A neck that doesn't cause you misery
Some
all
knees.
day, every day. 2 knees
An eyeball.
would be nice. A complete set of eyes. A non-fucked up wrist that doesn't cause pain constantly.
What else?
What else?
I'd like to have the tip of your finger.
The tip of my finger. I lost the tip of my finger, so it's, like, it's all deformed. Like it's really sharp.
Ow!
We call it the claw. There's nothing I can do.
Can't.
What else?
Anyway.
A non-broken right big toe. I broke my big toe many times throughout my fight career, so I can't bend it. So, like, you know, when you do lunges, which, you know, you don't do too often, but when you do lunges, my big toe doesn't bend. So I'd like a decent big toe that bends.
We're really scraping the barrel here.
What else? No, non-cauliflowered ears.
I like the ears.
Do you really?
Yes.
People are rude, man, with the cauliflowered ears. But the main thing right now would... Oh, a non-broken back. I've got a broken back in 2 places. That'd be nice.
He wished he'd never asked.
Well, it's fucking true, man. But it's the neck. If I could do anything right now, the neck. The neck. Am I considering stem cell? Eileen, how are you, Eileen? I see her on Twitter. She said she was going to be there. She stays up. She watches with her son and stuff. What's going on, Eileen? Yeah, I'm going down to Colombia soon. So, yeah. Where did we visit in Costa Rica? Market Zero.
We went to the volcano.
We went La Fortuna.
La Fortuna.
La
And then we went to the Papagayo Peninsula.
the Papagayo Peninsula.
We stayed at the Nayara Springs. And then we stayed at the Andes, which was... They're both incredible places.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. Could not say a better thing about either of those establishments. But still, you don't want to know about this. Oh, my God. It is not a bunion. This is bone, okay? It's been broken and it's calcified and it's all kinds of shit.
Classed as an
People
illegal
go,
weapon.
all you got to do is get a book and slam it on it. It's going to pop. It's like, it's not a cyst, you dickheads.
It's a legit deformity.
It's well, thanks, babe.
Joking.
Saying I'm deformed. I am dropping to bits, but you know what? I'm still healthy as hell. I still work out every day. I still live my life. I just complain.
You just said not climbing on the neighbour's fence would be good too.
Oh, God,
I presume
yeah.
you've told that story.
Well, I told it on the Joe Rogan podcast. It's only the biggest podcast on planet bloody Earth. You know, yeah.
Maybe you should have kept that one to yourself.
No, it's a hilarious story.
Did you say you were naked?
I did say I was naked, yeah, I was.
No.
For those that haven't heard it, real quick.
No.
Christmas Day, I have night terrors. Christmas Day morning, it's early. I don't know. I fall down the stairs, screaming my head off. I run outside the house. I don't know what I did, but I was covered in blood. I've like scraped blood on my knees and my elbows and my hands. And I come to, and I'm sitting on the next door neighbour's fence. I wake up, and I'm completely naked. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And her brother was staying here with the whole family, children, everything. Thank God they were asleep.
It was early.
It was
Thank
early.
God.
Thank God.
Damien Richter, do you believe in aliens?
Do you believe in aliens, babe? Do you?
I'm thinking, no. Not aliens like you imagine aliens to be.
Yeah, but do you
Other life forms.
believe?
I think I think
Nice
it's-
shot from Ponzinibbio.
I think it's possible.
Yeah, I do. I do.
What do you think they look like?
I don't necessarily, I don't have any thoughts on what they look like. They could look they could look like anything. We have no idea. The way they've evolved, who knows, right? Due to the climate on their planet and conditions of the atmosphere and things like that. So we have no idea. But I think that in this massive, vast, ridiculous galaxy or universe, should I say, that we live in, to think that we are the only intelligent beings is kind of arrogant. But what do I know? Apparently, God said it is. It's arrogant.
What do you mean?
When you look at this out into the stars,
I wouldn't say
and they
arrogant,
go
though.
on, there's more stars. It's just like there's billions and billions and billions and billions of stars, and each star has its own set of planets and solar system. You know, so there's some out there. There's some out there, and if there is, give me a call, because I'm sick of this shit round
He's
here.
bored.
I'm bored,
He's very
man.
bored. That's all he ever says.
Put
He's
me on
bored.
fucking Neptune. Get me out of here. Maybe they've got some technology that can give me a new neck and a new eyeball. I look out to the stars. I just see a wall that needs to be built to keep the aliens out. Panda MMA News. You might want to start with the border. Where in Costa Rica do you and Mike suggest? Well, we said it before.
2 places.
La Fortuna, that's up in the rainforest.
Niagara Springs.
And the Niagara Springs was the hotel. Oh my God.
It's beautiful.
Unbelievable. It's not the cheapest place, you know what I mean? So like, but if you want to treat yourself to like an unbelievable experience, then you can't go wrong with that. And then we went down to the Andes,
The
at the Papagayo Peninsula. And
Again.
let me tell you, we've got to give a shout out to Patrick Shaw. He was the manager at the Andes, and we were very lucky. They're UFC fans. He was a UFC fan, should I say. So we got taken care of. We got hooked up majorly. They, you know, scheduled like some really, really fun, interesting activities for us, you know, and we didn't have to pay for most of it as well. So we got really lucky there. And here's how much of a UFC fan he was. He showed me a picture, and he was in Alex Pereira's corner as an interpreter when he was in glory. So, yeah. David Allen Productions says, Michael made Harrington cry last week. Please scold him for his abuse.
Is this true?
No, I didn't make him
I
cry.
should hope not.
Harrington has very thick skin, thank God. He's bloody mates
he
with
has-
Luis J. Gomez
He
for crying
has to.
out
Maybe
loud.
he doesn't. Maybe he takes it all to heart and he just hides it well.
Well,
I think you guys need to lay off Harrington.
I don't give him shit at all. I do not give him shit.
All right.
Harrington's the man.
I should think
Harrington's
that.
great. He's just a bit dumb sometimes.
Well, don't
He ju-
call him out on it publicly.
I don't call him out on it
You
publicly.
do.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Like, yes, but when he continually mutes himself, do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're on mute again. And so it becomes a bit. We're just joking. We're taking the piss. And a lot of people in the comment section can't get that. They can't see that. Harrington is a knobhead. He's not a knobhead. He's actually a really nice, sweet human being. He's a really, really good dude. He's dedicated. He loves his family. He's a really, really nice guy. Luis J. Gomez made me. He did. He taught me everything I know. Summer looks
maybe
good
that's-
on Mrs. Bisping.
Summer?
Well, it's paying you a compliment, babe, I
Oh,
think.
do I have a tan?
You do.
Am I tanned right now?
Yeah, I think we're both tanned. I'm a little heavy.
I don't like being tan.
No,
Duh.
you don't.
Tan.
You don't. Guys bust each other's chops as a form of affection. You're right, Steve. Exactly. That's what you do. If you're not...
It's a British thing, by the way. That's what British people
I don't think
do.
it's just a British
And
thing.
Australian.
Australian. I think kind of more on the East Coast. On the West Coast, not so much. On the
Not at
West Coast, they're very literal for the most part. But yeah, no, Harrington's great for the show. He's tremendous. Mike in his prime versus Pereira. How would it go? Well, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I'd beat Alex Pereira in my prime.
But would you be Alex Pereira
I mean,
in your
you know
prime?
what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no bitch. Well, he can certainly hit very hard.
Be objective.
Well, I reckon I'd have a good go. I reckon I'd have a bloody good go. That's for damn sure. But he's massive. How he ever made 185 was beyond me. But let's remember, I was 15-0 at one stage at light heavyweight. Your boy's got a record of 15-1 as a light heavyweight. So that was a close fight. We've been too busy waffling on absolute utter bloody nonsense. Let's have a listen to who wins. I think I've done a Harrington. It's muted. I've done a Harrington.
The king of Kung Fu.
Muslim. You got it done? Santiago's not happy.
I'm here with the winner, Muslim Salikhov. Muslim, congratulations. A very tactical battle.
Oh, well, fair play to him. Fair play. Wasn't looking good at the start, and then obviously we've been chatting the whole time. Oh, dear. Right then. No one cares about these whack fights. The president almost got murked. Bro, I know. I kind of want to...
Yeah,
I do kind of... Because when that happened, I came and I took a little nap. I woke up and I said I'd do a live earlier today to my editor, John. And I'd set it this morning, so I didn't want to, like, cancel it, because I've cancelled a couple recently. So I didn't want to cancel it. But I am very, very kind of eager to go out and watch a bit of news and find out the latest.
I haven't been looking at it, so...
David Allen says, can you please scold Michael for the abuse of Harrington?
Michael, that is bullying,
Okay,
and I expected more of you.
okay,
I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
okay.
And you need to be a better human being to Harrington.
All right, I'll try.
Consider yourself scolded.
Scolded. All right, so Muslim Salikhov, that is done. That is the co-main event. Let's have a look at these, the fights. Have a look. Just have a look. So, Muslim Salikhov wins via split decision. Jean Silva defeats Drew Dober. That was a tremendous fight, round 3. Gabriel Bonfim, decision. Julian Erosa, first round guillotine. Abdul Razak Alhassan, no contest. Who's that dude? Colorado Buffalo's cornerback. Oh, there's Macy Barber. She should have been in there. And then look at that Brandon Royval, raw dog. He had to jump in on the action. Tisha Torres. She's got like a suit of armor. She's looking jacked as well.
It's like a leather corset.
Yeah, no, it is. But you know, like in a medieval movie, you have to get a sword.
It did look like that.
Yeah, it looked like one of those as well. All right, main event time. Let's go. What do we think, everybody? Let me know in the comment section. Tracy Cortez or Rose NAMAJUNAS. We want Bisping grappling Anthony Smith video.
See you? Make it happen.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
MMA's news wants it, so...
Well, the only problem is he lives in bloody Nebraska.
Nebraska?
Yeah.
You always get it wrong.
Lincoln, Nebraska, I think, right? I always say it. I always say
go
Arkansas. I know
Arkansas,
but that's kind of a bit.
Arkansas.
Yeah. If he was here, you'd see it. Trust me. And on paper, he would win. That's what Marcus says there. All right, will I watch Gladiator 2? Of course I will. I can't wait for it. I love the first Gladiator film. A friend of mine called Lee Charles is in this new one. Don't know how big his part is, but yeah, it won't be as good as the first. Rebecca actually said that looks stupid. Why would you say that?
I can't remember
why did you say it? Just because it's a sequel?
Yeah, they're never very good.
Well, you
Never.
Well, this one might be fantastic.
Name a sequel that is like just as good. I will actually name one.
Go on.
Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters 2 is tremendous. It's hilarious.
And 3. Right?
I haven't seen 3.
What?
I have not seen Ghostbusters 3.
Is there a Ghostbusters 3?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
And then there was that terrible remake with the women. No offense to the women, but you know.
Give me another good sequel.
All right. Back to the Future 2.
Was it though?
Back to the Future 2 was fantastic. Back to the Future was great.
Yeah, but it wasn't
awesome.
as good.
No, it wasn't.
As
It wasn't as good as the original. Okay.
We're not talking Star Wars movies. They're not included.
Anyone see the new Beverly Hills Cop? Who said that, Joe? Started watching it with Lucas. We actually turned it off. Not because it was bad, just Lucas didn't seem like he was very much into it. And then we watched Dumb Money on Netflix. Oh, that's a good one. A few people coming in with this one. Terminator 2, Stevie, Maria coming out with that. Perfect. That's a great one. Terminator 2. What a film that is. Godfather 2. Never seen a real ghost bonnet.
So don't exist.
Stop being overly protective of what you say online, Adam Rogers. Shut the fuck up. How about that?
He's not.
Rocky 2. Yeah. Rocky 2 was great. I said Back to the Future 2. Rocky 2 was great. The whole Rocky saga, the trilogy, 1, 2, 3, and 4 were all great. Never Back Down 4, let's go. Featuring Bisping. Great sequel. Yeah. That was weird, that, because when I shot that, I had to do a fight scene with 4 women. You know, you got to make it look real. And you don't say anything when you're on a film set, but I'm like, I've got one eye. And if I accidentally crack one of these women, do you know what I mean? Like, you got to throw punches and obviously not connect and stuff, but they're all moving. There's 4 of them fighting me at once.
No fight experience.
And they had no fight experience. They had no fight experience at all. And I'm like, if one mistake happens and
it's going to be your fault. 100%.
Oh, of course. And I just happened to left up Larry, one of the lead actress. Oh, shit.
Wouldn't be good.
Joe Franzanelli, Dumb Money. Check it out. It's really good. It's actually about the GameStop kind of thing that happened, that kind of scandal involving Robin Hood and stuff.
Sorry.
What?
Some people are coming up with some good ones. Like Lord of the Rings and all that.
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
Aliens.
The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. I don't know about that. I haven't seen Dune 2 because...
June.
Dune, June.
Not Dune.
Well, it's not June.
But that's how, as English and Australian.
A Sand Dune. Django Unchained is not a sequel, bro. Revenge of the Nerds 2. What are you? Maria Groening, you're showing your age there. You got to be in your 50s coming out with Revenge of the Nerds.
I haven't seen it.
Can you handle scary movies? Rebecca doesn't like scary movies.
I don't enjoy watching a scary movie. I don't like it.
Not because you get scared, right? You just don't enjoy them, do you?
Yeah, I just think they're stupid.
Like, we know we're not going to die.
I know there's no ghosts that are trying to kill me.
There's no monster that's going to come and get you at night.
Exactly.
She just doesn't enjoy them. But saying that, you do get a bit freaked out. So one of my favourite films is
The Shining.
The Shining.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
But maybe I need to watch it again. I don't know.
We should watch it again.
I was super freaked out.
We should watch it tonight when we go up.
No, that's not one you watch in bed at night.
It is. That's a perfect one.
She died the other day.
She did die. Give me the bat, Wendy. Give me the bat, Wendy. Strongest guy I ever fought. Probably Matt Hamill. Matt Hamill was strong as fuck. Erwin Fletcher says, Mike, I watched your entire UFC career. Thank you. I bet against you every time. Thank you. You're now my favourite personality. Strange world. Legend.
A lot of people
say
this.
Well, they do. Well, I was a bit of a cock back in the day, and I still have my moments now. So, you know. Yeah, so there you go. Favourite scary movie, as I just said, probably The Shining. All right, so here's Tracy Cortez making the walk. About to step into the octagon. First main event, I believe, for Tracy Cortez. So that means first 5-round fight. There's Tiki in the corner, of course. He's the manager, but he's got to be in the corner. Shout out Tiki. Yeah, first main event, it brings a lot of nerves. It brings a lot of pressure. You know, of course, because like this is a moment in your life. And I think this is a first main event. I'm pretty confident in saying that. But, you know, like this is a moment in your career that you've been thinking about your entire career. So it brings a lot of nerves. It brings a lot of pressure. Of course, it's 5 rounds as well. And then on top of that, you're fighting Rose Namajunas. And for Tracy Cortez also, she took it on relatively short notice, although I think she was already training for a fight. So she should be in shape. But I do think she's kind of outgunned in terms of overall skill, certainly on the feet. But the question is for Rose Namajunas, is she still there? She's still got it. You know, sorry, babe, I know we're getting into the MMA stuff. But for Rose, listen, Rose is phenomenal, and we're both huge fans of Rose Namajunas. Let's just have a look at Rose. She's not an old person, far from it. She's only 32 years old. But she's been involved in this game now for a very, very long time, you know. And with that comes an element of burnout. She's been a champion on multiple occasions, so she's made money. You know, so she's achieved a lot of the things that she wanted to achieve. You know what I'm saying? She's made the money. She's been the fighter of the year. I mean, look at all these accolades and stuff like that. Record there, 12-6, 2 knockouts, 5 submissions. Beat Amanda Hebas, lost 2 there.
It's experience.
Yeah, she's got lots of experience. I mean, when was the UFC debut? So it was way back in 2000. So she's been at this for almost 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying, it's not that she's old, and it's not even like she's got that many miles on the clock. But is she burned out mentally? You know? Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. When you talk to her, she says that she's not. She's very obsessed with becoming a champion in this new weight class at 125 pounds. But 10 years at the top, fighting at that level, it can get, you know, it can get just fucking mentally exhausting. Do you know what I mean, babe? Mm. Not physically exhausting, just mentally exhausting. Just all that pressure, you know. Anyway, will you guys buy land out east, or is it just a pipe dream, Rebecca?
We're doing it.
We are doing it.
We are doing it. It is a pipe dream, but we're going to do it.
It's a pipe dream that's probably going to come true at some point. Steve M, you are now a contender.
I think that would be good. I think we should film the whole thing.
Yeah, we should make a little reality TV show about it.
We should.
We should. John, you're coming out. No, we talked about that, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah. We're going to buy like an old house. We're going to renovate it. We're going to do it up.
Doing it up.
We're going to make it, and I'm going to do it all, and it's going to be a lot of shit.
You're not doing the work.
All right.
No way.
Two Chang says, doctor told me I have to quit drinking. What the F do I do? Cheers to that.
Quit drinking then if the doctor tells you to do that.
If you're serious, mate, and your doctor said that, you got to stop drinking because it ain't worth it. I mean, that's my second beer, so I'm not drinking as such. Far from, yeah, it's just something to do. But if your doctor's told you because of health reasons that you need to stop drinking, you got to stop drinking. Simple as that, buddy. What was the aftermath of being KO'd like? Memory loss. Well, Adam, yeah. I mean, everyone was kind of different. It's just weird. You come round and like, it's weird. You can sense everybody like kind of like being a little off with you, or maybe it's just in your mind, you know, and you're just like...
It's in your mind. Everyone's trying to be nice.
Yeah, but you're like trying to play it off like nothing happened. Like, it's just the way I was like, yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Why are you all being weird?
Yeah,
like,
no,
we're
exactly.
just trying to be nice because you've just been knocked out.
You know, oh God, it's weird, man. It's weird. It takes a while before, it's a good few hours before you're actually proper back in the room. You know what I mean? All right, here's Joe Martinez. Bruce Buffer's having a week off. Fair play. Bruce Buffer works his ass off, and I think he's 66 years old. So fair play to Bruce Buffer, because I'm on the road a lot. Bruce Buffer's on the road far more than me. There's Rose, Thug Rose. Is she giving it I'm the best?
I think so.
Yeah. Let's have a listen. Let's have a listen who the judges are. Right, Chris Lee, Eric Colon, and Sal D'Amato. Some of these judges lately have been out of their minds. Some of the scoring is just ridiculous. You just stare at the fights on there, baby.
It hasn't started yet.
Do you not want to see them being introduced?
No, I'm trying to read the comments so we can have a conversation with the people.
Okay. Bruce Buffer 67. Well, I apologise, Music Factory Studios. I got 1 year off. Maybe I was trying to be a friend. When Red Sonja. Erwin, you forgot. I'm just going to pull you up on your grammar.
It doesn't
when
matter.
is Red Sonja out? It's coming out soon. It's coming out soon,
I
Erwin.
don't think anyone knows.
No. Well, in fact, the director just finished doing the sound mix for it, because I saw on Instagram she was in Bulgaria and just finished it now. And someone asked her on Instagram and she said, I don't know. That's down to the studio. But it's going to be coming out soon. Sometime probably before the end of the year, I would say. Rebecca, where do you get off being that drop dead beautiful? I mean, Jesus Christ. What are you playing at? Have a bit of respect.
Missed my super chats.
Yeah, I don't think I did. Let's have a look down here. Yeah. Oh, who wins between Uriah Hall? There it is, Karate Kid. Who wins between Uriah Hall and Chavez Jr.? I don't know. I don't know. Is it boxing? I'll say Chavez Jr., but, you know, Uriah Hall's talented. He is. All right, here we go. Main event. So Cortez to win this, I think she's going to use the wrestling. I think on the feet, she's going to struggle. Rose is quick. She's slick. She's just better. She's taller. She's longer. But Cortez is a good little wrestler. She gets the clinch. Keep an eye out for that inside trip. But here we go, main event. Have you? Ellie and I acted in a movie yet. She was in Red Sonja. We didn't do any scenes together. She was in it. She never made the final cut, sadly.
It's not that she didn't make it.
She did. No. Her scene was like a
little.
It was like a little like when Red Sonja was young at the start of the film, and then they had to cut it down, and the film was too long, so they just got rid of that whole part of the film. So it was kind of disappointing for Ellie, but a valuable lesson learned. And talking of earned, it was money that I earned that went down the pan. I had to fly out to bloody Bulgaria 3 times.
Who listens to more music around the house, Mike or Rebecca? I think we both do. Same amount.
Oh, nice right hand from Rose. Clip to there. See, that's the thing. The speed advantage for Rose. And if she eats a few more of those as well, Cortez then is going to start going inside herself. She's going to start doubting herself. Oh, but that's what she needs. Getting on the inside like that and just swinging, letting the hands go. I'm trying to think, has Rose ever been knocked out? I can't seem to recall her being knocked out. Let's have a look. Rose Namajunas. Once. Who knocked her out? Zhang Wei Li. Where's that?
Oh, did she?
No, that was
she
a win.
wins.
She knocked
Sorry.
her out. Oh, yeah, Jessica Andrade. Of course. Jessica Andrade picked her up. Oh, shit. Was that a punch?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, this is kind of going how I thought it would. Namajunas is she's a problem to deal with. So Namajunas now, she's got to go to town though. She's got to start dropping elbows and stuff like that, because one would think Tracy Cortez is going to start getting back to her feet in a minute. And there it is, exactly. Well, so when you get on top like that, you just got to go for it. You got to take some chances, because people are going to get back to their feet. If they've got any fucking decency, if they've got any ounce of fighting spirit, they're going to get back to the feet. So fucking let those elbows go. But no point going, I'm going to hold them down. I'm going to be boring as hell. Because if they're any good, they're going to get back to the feet anyway. So when you get that opportunity, go for it. And if you get back to the feet, so what? You know what I mean? That was a nice one too. Cortez just swinging a bit wild. Catches her there though. Nice little combo. That's what she gets for breaking Ortega's heart. Jeez Louise.
Why were they together?
They were together. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know why they split up or anything like that, but they are no longer. Rose reminds me of Izzy, the way she shows different angles. Yeah, forehead forward. I see what you're saying there, mate. Brian shaved his head. He did. All right, but anyway, we don't want to talk about people's love lives. Cortez is thicker than a snicker. Well, she just landed a thick right head kick, almost. Yeah, Rose does move very well. Not lots of nice feints, little like misdirection, bits of movement and stuff like that. Just far more sophisticated as a striker. However, doesn't matter. You know, a right hand is very basic, but a good right hand can put somebody to sleep. It's one of the best shots. You know what I'm saying? So it can be an equaliser, but I don't think she's got that kind of. Somebody says you're looking butthurt, babe.
Bisping is looking at her butt, Rebecca.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Bisping is looking at her butt. I just... I'm having a right good perv. Stop it. What do you think, babe? Who's winning? Not much happened.
It's hard to
I mean,
say.
Rose dropped her, had a bit of time in control. Brian Ortega joined a suspicious church and was planning on donating $100,000 of his money to this new church. Hey,
Okay.
good for him. I'm sure the church wasn't complaining. Did you know that you can buy plots of land in heaven now? Did you know that, babe? Did you see that?
I think I did.
You can buy a plot of
see
land in
that.
heaven. You can buy a plot of land in
I
heaven.
don't think that's true. I think
It's-
it's one of these stupid headlines.
It's true. Let's have a look. You can, and I'm just saying, if that doesn't tell you that these guys are just buy a plot of land in heaven. See what comes up here. Eternal real estate. There it is. A Mexico church is selling plots of land in heaven. $100 a square meter.
Well, no one is stupid enough to do that.
Well,
surely.
I mean, you can't tar everybody with a brush. You know, one bad apple doesn't mean everyone's like that. But come on. You can buy a plot of land in heaven, babe.
You buying one?
I'm good. I'm
Then you'll
good.
get to heaven if you've already bought the land.
I'll be like, what are you talking about? I'm a landowner, you dickhead. Let me in. They're like, sorry, you're not baptised. I'm like, I am.
You are.
You're not a practicing. I said, well, I thought you were Mr. Forgiveness. Come on, what are you talking about? And I said,
Let's
by
not
the
do
way,
this right
by
now."
the way, I've got a plot of land, $100. Anyway, right, here we go, round two. Heaven has Cali taxis. Fuck that then, I'm staying here. Put me in the ground. Will we ever see Rebecca in a film, babe?
No. I don't think so. I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not meant to go, yeah.
No,
You're
no, sorry,
meant
that's
to
not
go,
what I
You're
meant.
meant to go, you can do anything you want.
You can
babe.
do anything you want, and I tell you all the time. Don't I?
You do.
I do, I'm very supportive.
Very.
I do. I tell her she should open a restaurant.
Oh, God. I don't want to open a restaurant.
I tell her you should open a store.
I don't want to open a store. What do I want to do that for?
Like every time she cooks a meal, I'm like, Jesus Christ. You could, that's restaurant quality, you know.
You do.
Bisping can be the chef. No, I'm not much of a cook.
No.
Right, Kepler says I'm ignoring his questions, Beck. Hey, Bisping, do you think I could beat Hamzat Chimaev? I mean, he's a pain in the ass, isn't he? You know, for a lot of people.
What weight is he?
He's a little poxy welterweight. Pathetic.
Come on.
You know what I mean? We're talking about prime British beef here, boys. You know, welterweights? Come on. No. People always ask me stuff like that. It's like, if I was fighting, 100%. But I'm not fighting anymore, so I don't say stuff like that because it's just, you know what I mean? And I'm older. But don't get me wrong. How many pies and mash could you sell in California? Do you reckon they'd like pie and mash out here in California? I don't think they would.
Yeah, well, they like pies. They just call them pot pies.
Oh, they do call them pot pies.
And they like mashed potato.
They do like mashed potato.
They do a good mashed potato. They put cheese and bacon on it.
And garlic.
It's delicious.
Yeah. And a nice bit of gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starving. I've had one meal all day. I'm fasting. I'm starting a diet today because it's been getting out of hand. Keto.
You
And one meal.
You haven't done keto.
Well, I haven't because I had a beer. But other than that.
We had bread at dinner.
No, all right, it was one bread roll. But I had some brisket and some chicken.
You can't just eat meat and say you're doing keto. You've
Shut
got
up.
to have
Hold on.
carbs.
Cortez has her in a sticky situation here. Yeah. Oh, guillotine. Potentially. It looks like it could be under the chin as well. I think it is. She's got to fight the hands. Now she's out. The thing is, in those situations, you've got to stay calm. Rebecca sees her lash go flying. I don't get it. They keep saying that.
I think because Cortez has the eyelash extensions, and people are saying that Rose knocked him off.
Oh yeah,
I'm surprised that
is she fighting in the? Oh shit! Nice right hand. I know she does have some like
I think
big
she will.
eyelash extensions.
I'm surprised they allow that actually.
I'm surprised you'd want to fight with the eyelash extensions in.
But you can see fine.
No, I mean with eyelash extensions in.
Oh my god, no, they are knocked off.
One is.
Yeah.
Of one side,
She must have like, because eyelash extensions are individual ones. She must have a full
row.
Surely they wouldn't allow that.
Yeah. Like I just would have thought, you're walking in there to fight someone, and last thing you're going to be bothered about is fake eyelash extensions, but whatever.
Well, I'd be very concerned about how I look like if I was going to fight in front of millions of people. I'd wear makeup, I'd do my hair, do it all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear fake eyelashes though.
No, you wouldn't. Anyway, tape's on. So, Rose kind of pulling away here.
Can you see the difference in her eyes?
I can. You see a big difference.
Yeah.
I can't unsee it. Yeah, Rose looking smooth there. Going for the flying knee. Building in confidence. Nice leg kick. Just popped it out there. Solid connection. You can see. Oh, and then hits it with a takedown. See, this is Rose now starting to like feel the flow. She's in control. She's in the zone. 10 seconds left. Hits it with a takedown just to put a stamp of approval on that round. You know what I'm saying? And also to drive a bit of insecurity into Tracy Cortez. Say, hey, look at this. I'm beating you on the feet. I can take you down as well. You know what I'm saying, Ben?
Totally.
I'm just going to use the toilet again. Uno segundo, por favor. I'll be right back.
She looks better without the eyelash extensions. What are your guys' go-to songs for karaoke? Neither of us do karaoke. Never in my life. I cannot even hum a tune. I'm bad. So is Michael. I'm tone deaf. Rebecca, what is your fave cuisine? I like a bit of everything. I don't know. It depends what I'm in the mood for. I like spicy things. So anything spicy. What is your favorite Oasis song? Says Connor. I actually don't have a favorite Oasis song. They're okay. They're not my favorite. Wonderwall, I guess. Rebecca, have you ever been to Hobbiton in New Zealand? No, I haven't. I've never been to New Zealand.
Hobbiton.
Yeah.
Round 3.
You've been to Mexico? Yes, we've been twice. We went to Cancun.
Went to Cancun. She didn't like it.
I did.
You didn't like it.
I liked Cancun. It's just
You're
not my
full
favorite place
of
to
shit.
go.
You didn't like it.
Did.
Oh, Cortez looking good at the start of this round. Takedown again for Rose. This time a full round to work. Oh, it takes the mount as well perfectly. Cortez is going to pull those knees out. No, she's up. She's got a grapevine in as well. That stops Cortez. That's where they tangle the legs up. For those that don't know. Now she's going to try and get her knees under the under the armpits. If you get the knees under the armpits, then you can rain down punches. You can posture up and just go to town. Certainly now against the fence as well. Bisping is like me. We both like Ozzy Osbourne. We both look like Ozzy Osbourne. What do you mean? Sharon? Sharon?
You act like him sometimes.
Oh. Do I really? Well, thank you very much.
It's very popular.
Rose is going to maximise on this position here. Because she's going to lose it. And there it is. She lost it. Yeah. She's got the neck. Not much going on there. Transitioning to the back. Rose is just all over her here. Matt Carney's back. I can at times be strong, ugly, beautiful, and weak. Do you accept these 4 traits in yourself? And which one do you prefer the most? Well, Matt Carney coming with the deep ones.
Oh my goodness.
I can be strong. I can be ugly. I can be beautiful, and I can also be weak. I do accept those. Which do I prefer the most? To be strong?
Beautiful.
No.
I'm talking about me.
And I don't mean physically strong. Strong. You know.
Deep question, Matt Carney.
Yeah. So Rose is just all over her here. On the feet, on the takedowns, on the ground. Dominating from position to position because Cortez escaped for a second and now she's established mount again. It seems like she's waiting for Cortez to make a mistake. Maybe turn over, present her back. Pointy side down, I feel you, buddy. Yeah, I'd like to see Rose. She's going to get kicked off again. She'll get kicked off. Nice transition. She kept the back well. That was really good control. And she's going to fall off it. Oh, flattens her out. That was nicely done. Precarious position, of course, Mr. Fitzgerald. Coming out with the alliteration. Do I ever hear Sean Strickland in the training room? What do I mean, do I ever hear? I'm not in the training room with him these days. I used to. Have I ever been offered to act in a Guy Ritchie film? No, I haven't, sadly. I would love to do one. I am a big fan of his work.
What's your favourite Guy Ritchie movie?
It's a hard one. Snatch or Lock, Stock, I would say. You enjoyed the new one as well, didn't you? Well, the show. Gentleman. The Gentleman. The Gentleman.
Not really. It was okay.
You liked it. What are you talking about?
It's okay. It's alright.
What would you do if Harvey Weinstein offered you a role when he's free? Well, I ain't got much work coming in, guys.
He'd take it. I know he would.
No. But he's actually a really nice guy. When training, do you motivate yourself? How do you motivate yourself to go daily and keep showing? I'm trying to get back into Muay Thai. Well, Panda, it's very simple. Do you want to improve? Do you want to get better? I mean, if you're just training, if you're just training as a hobby, yeah, exactly. It's a little bit different. But if you've got a fight coming up, and it's your job, it's your career, and you take it seriously.
Obviously, it's not.
Then it's easy.
Just she's trying to get back into Muay Thai. It sounds like
Yeah.
it's just a hobby.
No, I know.
So how do you stay motivated for that?
Well, what are you looking to achieve through the training? What are you trying to do with yourself? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to get in shape? Are you doing it just for fun? But if you're trying to lose weight and better yourself, then of course, you know, there should be all the motivation you need. Erwin's back. He says, keep the movie quotes on the podcast. It's always funny. Poor Auntie has not watched any movies. He's too busy fighting, I guess. I know. I always drop a movie quote.
And he's like, no idea.
He has no idea. And some of them are like, you know,
Obvious.
Hasta la vista, baby. And he's like, oh, I don't know what movie's
Oh
that.
my
Hey,
God.
Harry's here. Pick him up. Harry's here. Come on, Harry. Hello.
Must have been bored and lonely.
Must have been bored and lonely. Old little Harry's come in.
It's hot.
What's the difference between kickboxing and Muay Thai?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know the difference, babe?
Well, Muay Thai is from Thailand and kickboxing is from Europe.
Well,
I don't know. Is that true?
kickboxing, you can punch and you can kick. Thai boxing, you can also knee and your elbow. Kickboxing, a lot of the time, back in the old days, they wear nice silky long pants, and sometimes you can only kick above the waist. It all depends on the rules of the different promotions, but generally, the main difference is that you can clinch, knee, and elbow in Muay Thai. If you shake that dog, snacks and coins will fall out. What do you think? Give him a shake. Give him a shake, babe.
Oh, that's dog abuse.
Oh, it
I'll
is.
get reported. We'll get demonetized.
Rose again with another takedown, it looks like.
Sorry if Harry's breathing into the mic.
Drix Duplessis is no dog.
He's panting into the microphone.
He's panted into the mic. Harry, stop it.
Don't drool everywhere.
Yeah. When Harry met left up Larry. All right, you stink, Harry.
Okay,
Get him
like,
down.
okay,
He stinks.
I know
He
he's-
stinks.
Stinky. She's been groomed.
His breath stinks.
I know he does have sneaky
His
breath.
breath stinks. What have you been eating, Harry? You been eating your own dog shit?
Ew, don't say that.
He stinks, man.
I don't brush his teeth.
Rebecca, you're a proper YouTuber, apparently.
Yeah.
She's one of the boys. How long without food could you go before you ate Harry?
I can go a long time without food.
I don't think you get much off Harry.
I don't know. Yeah, he's all fur.
Favorite martial arts movie of all time? Bloodsport. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tired.
No comment from me. I don't watch.
She hates action films generally.
Dude, what are you doing?
I'm just rotating. So Cortez is still in this fight. Still doing a thing. Still looking strong here as well. Still looking dangerous. She did get taken down. She has lost the rounds, but she hasn't taken loads of damage. You know, yeah, she's lost an eyelash.
She's lost a whole set.
She's fine now. She's getting taken down quite easily. Oh, this is big though for Rose now. Takes the back. Rose doing the right thing. See, look at that. Immediately gets back to her feet. That's nice work from Cortez. Not easy to do. Certainly with somebody as skilled as NAMAJUNAS on your back. It's hot in here, isn't it?
Yeah, I keep.
See, I told you, it's hot.
Dude, I keep turning it down. Look, it's on 69 now.
Yeah, I know. But do you agree that it does get very hot?
Yeah, 100%.
It does. Enter the Dragon. I mean, that's up there, Steve, as one of the best, of course. Enter the Dragon. It's definitely in my top 3. This is the best time you've all ever had. Mike, how will you deal with the time zone in Manchester?
Just have to suffer.
Yeah, because I was
What
going
you
to
can
say
do.
I'll probably just stay on California time, but it's not going to be that easy because I'm going in a couple of days early. So I'm going to go see my mum and dad. Obviously, I'll try and lie in to the afternoon maybe and just kind of do that. So just have a nice, just be lazy every day.
Can I come?
Just have a good lie in bed till about 12 o'clock every day.
I can do that.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that hard. And you know, for the fighters fighting in Manchester, it's not going to be that hard. They're going to have tons of adrenaline. It's a bit of a, I understand, you know, for the fans, but the reality is this is a big deal. We've got the ESPN app is dead on the East Coast. Well, Music Factory Studios, currently right now we're in round 4. Rose has dominated rounds 1, 2 and 3. Round 4, Cortez has come back. She's done okay. She's done better this round. She hasn't been dominated like the other rounds. She's still looking dangerous. She doesn't look tired. She's not hurt. She doesn't look phased. But I still think Rose is winning this round as well. Rose pops with a little jab. She's got the length. She's got the speed. There's a good takedown attempt for Cortez and she gets it. But immediately, Rose with the whizzer, the overhook, works back to the feet, gets up now. And this is what, you know, Cortez should have been doing more of earlier in the fight. And again, Cortez pushing up against the fence, lands a nice knee to the stomach. And that's the end of the round. Into the final round we go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah?
What time is it?
It's
Oh my
late.
God, it's 10.
I know.
My
Well, we'll do the
goodness.
final round and then we're going to sign off and go to bed because I'm bloody knackered and my neck's killing.
Rebecca should make her acting debut in The Boys. Don't know. What kind of character would I be in The Boys?
You'd be Starlight's mom.
I actually hate you.
I know. Come on, babe. That joke wrote itself.
Didn't?
It did.
It
Let's have a look.
did.
Let's have a look. Is it Star? Is that her name?
I think so.
Starlight, The Boys. Yeah, see, look. How you could be her mother?
I am not old enough to be her mother.
You could be her. I know. Well, you're Ellie's mother,
Correct.
right? That's who you'd be in The Boys. Starlight's mother. I mean, come on, that's gold. That's good. No,
I didn't find it funny.
I apologise. It checks out.
Oh my God, Jacob Smith.
Jacob says it checks out.
So offended.
Oh, Cortez coming on hard here. Yeah, Cortez needs a finish. Simple as that. I think she's very well aware of that. So Bisping would be Huey? Is that the boyfriend?
I can't remember who that is.
Yeah, it must be that like nerdy boyfriend.
Oh.
Starlight's mom. Andy loves it. I can see you as
I've got
hot.
the same hairstyle.
Yeah,
right now,
I know,
'cause
I
I've
know.
Got, I put a bit of wave in my hair. I'm never curling my hair ever again.
Let's go. Someone says they could see me as Homelander.
The bad guy.
Yeah. He's an evil bastard in The Boys.
Yeah, he is.
He's a good villain. He's one of the best things about that show, to be honest. Right, I want to know this. In the poll, 23% of the people had Tracy Cortez winning. What are you watching? Listen, no offense to Cortez, she's great.
That's crazy.
But she's not winning the fight, guys. I have not met Carla Urban, no. How about Alex Pereira in heavyweight? I was talking about this earlier, right at the start, which feels like 17 hours ago now. But fair play to Alex Pereira, because he said he's not even thinking about heavyweight now. He said he's got work to do in the light heavyweight division, which I love. I love to hear that, because everybody wants to jump up a weight class. Everyone wants to be a two-weight division champion, because there's no risk, you know? When you fight people in your own weight class, there's a risk there. But you can jump up to another weight class. Oh, nice little uppercut from Cortez, timed that perfect. And again, Cortez having the best round so far. I think she might even be winning round 5. Yeah, so fair play to Alex Pereira. You know, I got a lot of respect for that. On Back with Tony Jaa is the best fighting movie. You know what? I've been in 2 films with Tony Jaa. Sounds like a dickhead sentence, doesn't it? Tony Jaa is an absolute legend. He's awesome. Very, very friendly, very humble, very warm. Not the best English, but he's a lovely guy. Do me and Rampage still talk? We talked about it earlier, David Allen Productions. Can't be arsed going over it again. I'm tired of my neck's killing. We've got 2 minutes left of this fight. And then we'll probably wrap it up.
We've been going for a while.
Was Rich Franklin ever on your radar? Yeah, I always wanted to fight Rich Franklin. That's like one of the guys I'm annoyed. Not annoyed. It's a shame that I never got to fight him. Just purely out of respect. He was the champ. Oh, look at Cortez does the Max Holloway. She's planned that. Look at her. She's doing it again. Come on, let's go. What's Rose doing?
Oh, stop it.
And now the high five. And don't high five. Cortez has definitely won this round, I reckon. It's Cortez has got to do something. Never mind pointing at the. She's got a minute to get a knockout because she needs one. She seems very fresh. And she's landing. Oh, and again. And again with the right hand. Cortez has really got to go for it now, though. She's got 1 minute left. She needs a stoppage. Simple as that. And the kicks aren't going to do it. There's not enough power in those kicks. The hands, they're getting the attention, though. So there it is again. Another nice little combination. Sticks her with the right hand. It's like Cortez can't miss right now. She's landing a lot of good shots. But Rose is still pushing the pace, though. Rose is still going forward. Tries for a takedown. Didn't really try. Tried for it, but then like abandoned instantly. There's a clinch, and there's the clapper. 10 seconds left. I think we're going to go to a decision. 4 rounds to 1, so that would be 49-46 for Tracy Cortez. Pardon me, for Rose Namajunas. And if any judge has a different score, even though I haven't watched it closely, if they've got a different score to me, they are dickheads.
We're talking through half of it.
I was talking through half of it. 5-0 Cortez's eyelash. 4-1 Rose. Yeah, that's what I think. 4-1. We'll just wait for the decision, then we'll say goodbye. Guys, if you've got a final question, get it in now because I'm going to go. It's late. I'm tired.
This is late for us.
This is late.
We go to bed very early.
We go to bed early.
Early.
We're going to go down the beach tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't want to go. I've bought new beach chairs. I've bought beach umbrellas. I've got the whole shebang. Right, we're going to go down. We're going to be like living life. We're going to take a little cool box. We've got a nice big blanket. We've got chairs. We've got umbrellas. You know. But she doesn't want to go.
It's okay. We went last week though.
Yeah, but we've got some beautiful beaches. It's summer.
Well, they're still sat in the box out the front.
Yeah, and tomorrow they're going to go in the car. She doesn't want to go anywhere. She doesn't want to go anywhere. No, she wants to stay in the house.
You'd hate it if I was always trying to get you to do stuff and take me places.
Yeah. You better leave right now to get beach parking. You are not kidding, mate.
See, exactly. It's such a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah, Terry Bailey, you're right. I've got to watch the England game. I do have to watch that. What time is that on tomorrow?
Yeah, it will be hot at the beach too.
49-46 is what I thought it should have been. It's a draw. Okay. Thanks for the entertainment. 6:15. Yeah, mate. Eileen, you get a nice lie-in. Get yourself to bed. Is it your daughter or your son that you sometimes watch the fights with? Tell them I say hello. And Panda MMA News says, just because Bisping is the people's champ. Well, I'm a tired people's champ. So I'm probably going to go to bed in a minute. 8 p.m. GMT. Oh, so that's 12 o'clock. Oh, it's on at 12? That's
8 p.m. like British, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
British time?
Yeah, Greenwich Mean Time.
So what's that here, 12?
12 o'clock. Slap bang, middle of the day.
Well, we can't go to the beach then.
I think you're off the hook on the beach.
We have to support
I think you're off the hook on the
England.
beach. Well, we will watch England in the fucking Euros final, of course.
So what happens if they win this?
They're then the European champions.
Oh, is it the final?
It's the final.
Who are they playing?
Spain. Espanyol.
Right. Had no idea.
Terry says you're buzzing.
I'm actually glad that you're not dragging me to the beach.
Well, we'll go Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, oh, come on, yes. It's stupid to go on a Sunday anyway.
We'll go Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll go midweek. That's fine. I can do midweek.
All right. Aspinall can definitely beat Pereira, right? I mean, stylistically, yes. Size-wise, yes. You look at all the X's and O's, it's a yes. Can Pereira knock him out? Of course he could, you know? So, like, probably, but you can't guarantee that because, you know, Pereira's unreal. Anyway, well done to Rose Namajunas and well done to all you guys. Low numbers today. What's going on? What's going on?
They're bored of you.
Yeah, it bloody looks like it, doesn't it? Mike, if Rebecca won £1 million but had to get off her ass to get it, would she? She wouldn't.
It depends. Give me the circumstances.
Yeah.
How far do I have to drive?
Yeah.
Is there traffic? Do I have to
She'd be like,
park?
oh, God.
What do I wear?
Interact with people. She'd be like, no way. No way. She'd be like,
It's 50-50.
all right, well, I'm going to press, what is it? Control and F4. Alt, is it? Alt and F4? Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. All right, that's it. We're done. Take care, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and have a great Sunday. Goodbye. Hold on, just move that there. That'll be an end live stream button. Goodbye. Oh, Alt and F4. Okay. Let's give it a try. Where's Alt?
Is it going to shut everything down?
Where's Alt? Where's Alt? Oh, Alt and F4. Is this going to work?
I don't know.
It closed down the YouTube, but the live is still going. Good shit. Cheers for
That
the
was
stream.
so funny. You couldn't even find alts.
Yeah, well, I don't know where it is. Where is it? Oh, it's there.